was very heavy, not like other sample size. So the sample size also is on record. That is why I was very firm.
Well, sir, today with Congress winning, a lot of new faces have also come into the fray. We know that there's a lot of money spent, and there's a lot of talk that DK has absolutely backed them. Would you say so? What would you say to all of them?
Nothing. I have not backed anything, not backed anyone.
You have. Because of you, a lot of them have won. Is it not true?
I'm the
Your silence says it all.
I'm the party president, that's all.
So we know you're much more than that. So they also want you to take Congress to 2024, which is why there's a lot of clamor around. We want DK to be KPCC president. We want him to continue. Do you think you'll be able to handle two posts, Chief Minister's chair as well as KPCC president?
I don't want, just don't step into my shoes which is not connected to me. So I'm least bothered about all those issues. My aim is to deliver Karnataka and next 20 seats for parliament. That's what.
And I guarantee you that India Today will be the first to speak to both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar after the announcement is made as well. Our rolling coverage continues after this very short break. Big joint broadcast live from Bengaluru and Delhi with Akshita and Nabila comes up next. Don't go anywhere. India's #1 channel is big on the Karnataka story.
You are watching India Today.
Like your off-screen chemistry is very cool.
Really?
I like it.
Oh, you're the first one to say this actually.
Okay.
This is a facade.
Yeah.
And on screen, I believe you both are playing companions, partners.
Yeah, we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is it?
Maybe.
History says so.
उसके लिए
Not me.
देखना मत भूलिएगा. ताज season 2.
Two.
If you, by any chance, would like to describe Mehrunisa as Salim and the other way around, how would that be like?
If I had to describe Mehrunisa
Yeah, as Salim.
as Salim.
Yeah.
I have to change my wig.
Oh, Mehrunisa as Salim.
Like how?
मतलब
Yeah. How does Salim
इनकी
feel
अदाओं
about?
पे कहीं फिदा हैं, लेकिन मोहब्बत तो इन्होंने की है हमसे. तो इसका मतलब हम स्पेशल हैं.
Right.
And
हाँ, राइट क्या? तेरी बारी है.
yo,
चाहे सलीम अनारकली से कितना भी प्यार कर ले, लेकिन तख्त पर बिठाने का जो जिम्मा है, वो तो हमने लिया है.
she's winning, I'm telling you.
I mean, मेहर ने लिया है. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to season 1 and the amount of love you guys have been receiving. How does it feel? Like, did you anticipated this? Is it overwhelming? How does it feel?
You have to ask him because I'm yet to
Yeah.
get the love.
It's good. It's good. I'm very happy about it.
That's it.
Yeah,
Happy?
very happy. मतलब अब जितना प्यार मिले उतना कम है यार. मैं तो भूखा हूँ. जहाँ से भी ब्लेसिंग्स आ रहे हैं बस हाथ खोल के खड़ा हो जाता हूँ, दे दो.
Kashmir and Himachal are where you see apple orchards in India. This orchard is in Uttar Pradesh's Ghazipur. Sunil Kushwaha is growing Himachali apples in his farm during off-season at a time when temperatures rise up to 48 degrees Celsius.
ये जो सेब की वैरायटी है ये 48 डिग्री के टेम्परेचर में भी सरवाइव कर लेता है और इसमें अहम योगदान एक हिमाचल प्रदेश के बहुत ही बहुचर्चित साइंटिस्ट हैं, वैज्ञानिक हैं, हरमन शर्मा जी का। हरमन शर्मा जी ने इजाद किया, एक वैरायटी निकाली अपने नाम से ही, हरमन 99, हरमन 99 के नाम से।
Kushwaha says he was inspired to grow apples when he heard the fruit was being cultivated in a village adopted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
इसके प्रेरणा स्रोत हमारे एक पीडीआई के प्रयागराज के अथॉरिटी डेवलपमेंट के एक जेई हैं, शशि प्रकाश सिंह। बनारस में एक गांव है जिसे मोदी जी ने गोद ले रखा है। तो जब गोद लिया था उन्होंने, जब यहाँ से सांसद चुन के गए थे, तो उन्होंने हरमन 99 हरमन शर्मा के पौधे अपने किसानों को वितरित किया था। हम लोग गए विजिट करने, जाने के बाद सच्चाई ये आई कि किसी के पास एक पौधे नहीं थे। कारण ये था कि पौधा सरवाइव नहीं कर पाया।
Disappointed at its findings, Kushwaha went to Himachal next.
हिमाचल गए, वहाँ बात किए, विचार किए, तो समझ में आया कि 48 डिग्री के टेम्परेचर में सरवाइव तो करता है, लेकिन कुछ रख रखाव, कुछ सुझाव की जरूरत पड़ती है, और वो रख रखाव हमारे यहाँ किसान नहीं कर पाए। तो उस तरीके से जब इसको हम करना चालू किए तो हमारे यहाँ पौधा बहुत ही शानदार चलना स्टार्ट हो गया। पौधा लगाने के बाद सबसे पहला रख रखाव कि कभी भी केमिकल फर्टिलाइजर नहीं डालना है, रासायनिक खादों से इस पौधे को दूर रखना है।
The apples in Kushwaha's farm have surprised officials at the local Krishi Vigyan Kendra.
यदि 5.5 से 6.5 pH है तो हमारे यहाँ की मतलब क्षेत्र में भी उसकी खेती, और टेम्परेचर यदि उसको मेंटेन किया जाए तो टेम्परेचर के हिसाब से हमारे यहाँ भी उसकी खेती लार्ज स्केल में की जा सकती है।
While Kushwaha has succeeded in growing apples in his farm, the viability and profitability are still to be studied. Bureau Report, India Today.
Heat waves create ideal conditions for hypothermia. Let's tell you what exactly is a heat wave. They're caused by wind flow patterns that trap hot air in the place. Instead of cycling around the world, wind stays set in areas like air inside an oven. It occurs when temperatures in an area soar above the normal temperature for at least 3 days in a row.
So heat waves are the temperature changes that occurs because of the environmental changes, and as we know, the lot of trees are getting cut and there are so many environmental damages which are occurring, and there is global warming. So as the years are going by, the heat waves are increasing. Heat waves are something which has to be taken on a geopolitical levels to be controlled, because we have to take care of nature in that. But if there are warnings of the heat wave, one can be careful.
While it is generally advised that one should not step out between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. during heat wave conditions, what can those people do who simply have to step out?
Colors play a major role during all seasons on the earth, but maximum role is played when the sun beats the pulp out of us. To stay stylish in summer color clothes and to beat the heat, wear white or light colored clothes, preferably cotton or linen, which are airy and breezy, because it absorbs very little sun's heat and keeps our body cool. So before you step out in the sun next time, remember to wear light and airy clothes.
Why does this happen? Let me tell you the science behind it.
For more informative videos like this, keep watching India Today News Mo.
LIC हर पल आपके साथ। एयरटेल 5G Plus।
Good evening, Namaskar. I am joining you live from the national capital here at Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. I'm Akshita Nandagopal, getting you the latest updates on the hectic political activity that's playing out in the national capital that has a direct impact on Karnataka. Even as we were getting set and counting down to 6 p.m. for that big announcement from the Congress on Siddaramaiah being named as the Karnataka Chief Minister, DK Shivakumar has thrown a spanner in the works, making it very clear he will settle for nothing less than the Chief Minister chair. And that's brought everyone back to square one. So we're getting you all the latest updates on the special double broadcast. I join you from Delhi. Nabila Jamal is joining you from Bengaluru.
Right, Akshita. In fact, all that speculation about Siddaramaiah being the Chief Minister, it appears those celebrations that were rife right outside Siddaramaiah's residence has now come to a grinding halt, and that should send a signal enough that a decision from the High Command hasn't yet been made. But our highly placed sources tell us that Siddaramaiah certainly is a front runner, even if it is a sharing pact between DK and Siddu. It will be Siddaramaiah leading the government for the first 2 years. But of course, we've got to wait for a formal announcement, and it seems like it's only heating up. The High Command, not able to decide between DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, is leaving the entire state of Karnataka now in utter confusion. We're going to take you through all those details. Let's cut across to all that and more in our special broadcast from Ground Zero.
New twist in Karnataka thriller. DKS says it's still game on. Can Siddu and DK work together? When will CM suspense end? Top focus on 5 Live.
So over the next 2 hours, Nabila and I will be getting you every single update, every inside detail of the meetings that DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah have had with Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. First, as always, let's take a look at the headlines.
Right, more twists and turns in Karnataka's political thriller there. Siddaramaiah's swearing in preparations in Bengaluru comes to an abrupt halt. DK Shivakumar says speculation so far is all wrong and bogus. DK versus Siddu still on.
The question everyone's asking right now, can the Congress placate both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar? Rotational CM formula has been proposed. 2 years for Siddaramaiah, 3 for DKS. Can this move come back to haunt the Congress like it has in Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan?
Supreme Court seeks fresh status report from Manipur government just days after deadly clash. Asks what steps taken in the wake of sectarian violence.
After Biden calls off his Australia visit over US economic crisis, Australian Prime Minister cancels the Quad meeting in Sydney.
Day after he got bail, massive police deployment right outside Imran Khan's Lahore residence. Will the ex-Pakistan Prime Minister be arrested yet again?
So just 15 minutes ago, after a 2-hour-long meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge, DK Shivakumar made his way out. And let's get you the inside word of what we're picking up from those huddles. DK Shivakumar is digging in his heels and how. Reportedly, and this is the information we're picking up, DK Shivakumar is quite simply not willing to budge on the CM demand. He's saying even if you want to make it rotational, and this is a compromise that he's coming up with, saying if not full term, even if you're making it split between the two of us, between me and Siddaramaiah, I want to serve as the Chief Minister first. Give me the first 2 years and then give Siddaramaiah the rest of the tenure. That's the big breaking news that's coming in right now. So now it's back to square one. The High Command comes to a huddle, figures out whether this is a compromise that works for them. Will they make DK Shivakumar the Chief Minister first and then Siddaramaiah? That is something that remains to be seen. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is getting us the inside track on that. Nagarjun, what's delayed the decision of Siddaramaiah being named as the Chief Minister is DK Shivakumar being extremely stubborn. You know, you mentioned that both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar are men who are very clear in and set in their ways. They say my way or the highway. And this is DK Shivakumar essentially establishing that. He's okay with rotational CM. So that's at least a slight breakthrough. But he says, I have to be the CM first.
Well, Akshita, even the part that if he's okay to be the first half of the CM and share the tenure, that's also a big if. This point of time, as I speak to you, few minutes before I spoke to sources close to DK Shivakumar as well and sources close to the Congress president as well. It's a deadlock as of now. Both the Netas are saying that they want the first half if a pact is reached between these two. And then also High Command feels that it should not be a one-man show, so no person can take oath alone. There needs to be a council of ministers also to take oath. It won't send a good message that equally everyone has worked hard, not just one person, not just Siddaramaiah or DK Shivakumar. A booth-level karyakarta to the topmost leader, all of them have worked together, and hence council of ministers around 8 to 10 plus the Chief Minister taking oath would send a good message or a strong message to the people, thanking them because they have given a strong mandate. And second issue is, Mr. Shivakumar is very adamant. He's saying that nothing less than Chief Minister I want. Because the High Command felt that Siddaramaiah would be the Chief Minister and the message was communicated to Mr. Siddaramaiah. The DPAR locally had been on standby and they had started doing the preparation. And remember, the DPAR is a government body. So when they started doing preparation, all the media houses, including the fans and supporters of Siddaramaiah, started celebrating. The media houses then said that Siddaramaiah would be the Chief Minister. But the negotiation stopped when Mr. Shivakumar said, I don't want anything else apart from the Chief Minister post. Even if hypothetically say I agree to a pact sharing or a tenure sharing, I want to be the first half of the tenure. I don't want Mr. Siddaramaiah to be the first half is what Mr. Shivakumar camp is saying. It's a deadlock at this point of time, and hence Siddaramaiah, who was supposed to leave to Bangalore this evening, is right now still in Delhi. His special charter plane has been kept on standby. All eyes on Congress President's office that hopefully he resolves the deadlock.
Naga, just a quick mention that we're putting out the images that you've sent to us here on India Today. Exclusive first pictures of DK Shivakumar holding a meeting with his MLAs, with his aides. You can see DK Suresh also is a part of that meeting. In one picture, DK Shivakumar is seen listening to, in fact, what everyone else is saying. In another picture that we've accessed, DK Shivakumar seems to be reading out of some sort of sheet, some sort of document before all of his supporters. What exactly is this meeting about, Nagarjun? What is the communication that DK Shivakumar has given to his loyalists?
Well, he's saying that what would be the next strategy if at all the High Command forces him to take up what they feel is right for him. What should be his next options, next course of action? Should he not take up anything and tell the High Command, I'll remain quiet, you guys run the business? Or should he accept it and wait patiently? These are the discussions that is going on. But Mr. Suresh and Mr. DK Shivakumar, both the brothers, are adamant that there have to be him to be the Chief Minister, while the neutral MLAs from even Siddaramaiah camp MLAs have gone to Mr. DK Shivakumar camp and tried speaking to him late in the night also, saying, sir, let's do this together. It's a collective, collective leadership. Don't worry that if there's any fear among you that Mr. Siddaramaiah will not vacate the chair after a certain period. We are there with you as well. Not that we are only with Siddaramaiah, but still both the stalwarts are not willing to budge, and hence the deadlock.
You know, Nagarjun, this was very well expected. Looking at the kind of animosity both the leaders have, even before Karnataka Congress came to power here, they had these differences right from the start, and it was very well clear that Siddaramaiah, in fact, DK Shivakumar positioned himself to the Congress High Command. If I'm able to bring the party to victory, you've got to give me the Chief Minister's chair. It was a word that came in from Sonia Gandhi to DK Shivakumar while he was at Tihar, and now when the Congress has come with such a thumping majority, the High Command to go back on their word, a situation was like this was absolutely expected. It should have arisen, and that's what we see here playing out.
That's absolutely true. Nabila, if you look at the images carefully also, I just want to explain to our viewers who are all there in this image that we are looking at with Mr. DK Shivakumar. I can see Mr. Umapati, who's also from the Voklega community. He's also the president of the community association. And Mr. Balkrishna is there, Magdi MLA, Mr. Belur Gopal Krishna is there, Sagra MLA, and Kunigal MLA, Mr. Rangnath is there in the photo that we are looking at. And also DK Suresh, that's the Lok Sabha MP and the brother of DK Shivakumar. So, excuse me, not that it is only Siddaramaiah who has MLAs waiting for him in the hotel, but this photo clearly suggests that DK Shivakumar and his camp also are eagerly behind him, waiting for him to decide the next course of action.
All right. Well, all that action and drama that's right now playing out in Delhi, of course, leaving Karnataka in this wait and watch scenario where people are turning restless. I should tell you that there were celebrations that were happening right behind me at Siddaramaiah's residence. We see also the media there very carefully. If you can have a look, all the media parked there, initially assuming that Siddaramaiah is the Chief Minister of Karnataka. He's going to be announced. The name will formally be announced by Congress High Command in just moments from now. But it seems like the entire scenario has now changed. After DK Shivakumar came before the media in Delhi, where Akshita is, and said that all that's been spoken in the media is complete bogus and do not buy into it, etc. That leaves us to believe now that DK Shivakumar is adamant. And that's what you see in those images there, those photographs showing DK Shivakumar now deliberating with his party members on what exactly that can be done next. All right, we're going to cut across to all the top developments happening right here in the national capital as well as in Karnataka, taking you through the action and the drama. Let me start up. All right, Rajdeep Sardesai joining us. Rajdeep, tell us a little more about DK Shivakumar. We believe has insisted that it's Chief Minister's post and nothing else. If there's anything else, he does not want it. He will not even take over the KPCC presidency. He will remain an MLA. How far is this information legit?
Well, I think what is true, Nabila, is that DK Shivakumar has dug in his heels. He's making it very clear that he maintains his stand that he should be made Chief Minister, and should he not be made, he's not interested in any plum portfolios or deputy chief ministership. There was talk of a rotational chief ministership formula on the table. 3 years DK Shivakumar, 2 years Siddaramaiah. Here too DK Shivakumar made it clear that then the first 3 years he must be the chief minister. He is unwilling to accept a formula by which Mr. Siddaramaiah is made chief minister first. And even if in the worst case that is the formula, he wants a public announcement to that effect. He doesn't want this behind just closed doors. So he's dug in his heels. He seems to believe that he has a substantial number of MLAs who will support this hard stand that he has taken. He's obviously going for broke now. And the longer this goes, the more difficult it becomes for the Congress High Command to resolve these differences. And then, you have this sort of a power game that seems at the moment to not have an immediate result. So if anyone was expecting an announcement in the next hour, that seems unlikely. It will take a while longer. The Congress leadership, meanwhile, is confident they can sort this out within the next 48 hours. There are parallel talks going on over ministerial portfolios as well. But as of 12 noon, when it appeared Siddaramaiah would be sworn in tomorrow, now we are told that that announcement has been put on hold. And there are still efforts on to convince Mr. DK Shivakumar to accept a rotational chief minister compromise formula.
You know, extremely difficult for the Congress High Command, extremely difficult for all of us, Rajdeep. It's a scorching 42 degrees here, but I promise that that's not going to stop us here in India Today from delivering the latest updates for our viewers. Rajdeep still stays with us. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is getting us the inside track on what the DK camp and Siddaramaiah camp have to say. Moshmi Singh, Amit Bharadwaj are also live with us from parts of the national capital, tracking every single update. Rajdeep, just one more question to you. What amazes me is that the Congress didn't see this coming. Did they assume all along that, DK Shivakumar would climb down easily? He's a very headstrong politician, a very shrewd politician. How did they not see this coming?
Well, I spoke to a senior Congress leader who's involved in these negotiations, and they do admit that they are surprised by what they describe as DK Shivakumar's hard-nosed approach on this issue. Right through the election, if you will see, DK Shivakumar has worked with Mr. Siddaramaiah, even though their differences are well known, at least during the election period, they had kept those differences aside. So I think the Congress was hoping that this marked a new chapter, that the two leaders, because of their age difference, would be able to work out some kind of a formula, and therefore this rotational chief ministership was offered. But the manner in which Mr. Shivakumar has stuck to his guns has indeed surprised the Congress leadership, and they're wondering where this is coming from. And some of them are saying that people close to DK Shivakumar are the ones who are goading him and pushing him to take this hardline approach. They believe that if Sonia Gandhi, who so far we are told has stayed out of this, is able to speak to Mr. Shivakumar, she's the one person perhaps in the Congress who can convince him to, in a way, mellow down and accept deputy chief ministership and plum portfolios, as they are being called, and then become chief minister possibly in 2025. Now, we don't know whether Mrs. Gandhi will actually now enter the negotiations. For now, it's been left to Mr. Kharge. He's the one who's handling this. And really, his authority as Congress president now is at stake because he is from Karnataka. He knows both the sides. So Mr. Kharge is the one who's going to have to find a way out of this deadlock at the moment.
Rajdeep, for Sonia Gandhi, this must be such a fix, a moment where she's not able to choose between a man who's got the majority MLA support and the man who she's given a word to. Sonia Gandhi has given a word to DK Shivakumar while he was in Tihar, in prison, that if you bring Karnataka Congress to power, I will make sure that you are the chief minister. This is such a spot that the Congress High Command is in currently. And if the decision now rests in the hands of Mallikarjun Kharge, who is the Congress president and from Karnataka, then also we know that DK Shivakumar at that point might just have an edge with Kharge because of the kind of animosity he may have or old tiff he may have had with Siddaramaiah. Let's hope it doesn't come into play in this decision-making right here, because they've got to look at this objectively. It is Siddaramaiah right now who has the backing of the MLAs, which has left the Congress High Command in a real confusion. Moshmi Singh, Amit Bharadwaj, Randeep Singh do stay with us. Akshita and I are tracking all the top developments. I'm going to cut across to all those developments that's happened right from the start of the day to give you a glimpse into the action that unfolded and the suspense that now looms large. DK Shivakumar and Mallikarjun Kharge, in fact, after meeting for hours, still a decision that hasn't yet come through. DK Shivakumar still silent after the meeting with Kharge. Sources say that he is not ready. As suspense over the new Chief Minister of Karnataka continues, the big news by Congress is likely to be announcement in the next 48 to 72 hours. Congress MP Randeep Surjewala says that Kharge will appoint Karnataka Chief Minister, and deliberations are currently underway between Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi. The cabinet announcement will also be done by tomorrow. He further said there will be unity in the party, and one must be rest assured of that. According to sources, senior Congress leader and former Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is set to be sworn in once again as the next Karnataka Chief Minister. This is our highly placed sources giving us information. His swearing in is also likely to take place tomorrow. Thursday was what we were told, until the Congress High Command, Randeep Surjewala, comes out to almost settle all the speculation, to say a decision has not yet been made. In fact, the swearing-in preparations that were all in full swing at the Kantirava Stadium in Bengaluru has now been put on hold, a grinding halt to all that preparations in Kantirava. In fact, that happened just after Siddaramaiah. News came in that Siddaramaiah is likely to be announced the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. Soon as that news hit headlines, all Siddu supporters gathered outside his residence, poured milk on his portrait, Hal Abhisheka as they call it. And it appears moments after the Surjewala came out and said that a decision is pending, all his supporters have now disappeared from outside Siddaramaiah's residence.
So it's been one twist after another. Yesterday we thought the announcement would be made. Today we thought the announcement would be made. But the Congress High Command is yet to take a decision. It was expected that at 6 p.m., so in about 40 minutes from now, we were expecting a formal announcement from the Congress. So what changed? It was DK Shivakumar's clearly being adamant that he won't take anything but the CM post. He's made it extremely difficult right now for the top brass to take a stand. Reportedly, DK Shivakumar has conveyed to both Rahul Gandhi as well as to Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge in those long meetings that he's had with them that nothing but the Chief Minister chair will do. He said very clearly, I won't rebel, I won't backstab, I won't blackmail, but I will sit as an MLA in the Assembly and then not have any sort of responsibility. I refuse to take a deputy CM or any sort of plum portfolios that were being dangled in front of him like carrots by the Congress. None of that will be taken in by DK Shivakumar. He says CM or nothing. And that's where the challenge really comes in for the Congress. You had supporters of Siddaramaiah coming together and celebrating after news spread that Siddaramaiah is going to be the next Chief Minister. But it turned out that all of that was far too premature, because then hours later you had Randeep Surjewala and the Congress coming out and saying, hold on, we haven't taken a decision. We're still thinking about what needs to be done. And that's where really there's been another inordinate delay in taking this particular decision. I want to bring in our reporters once again. We've got Amit Bharadwaj with us, Nagarjun Dwarkanath, Moshmi Singh, as well as Rajdeep Sardesai, getting us the latest updates on what he's picking up also from his sources. Rajdeep, if I can come across to you, how long is this going to take? We have lost the connection with Rajdeep. Let me put this question across to Moshmi Singh as well. Moshmi, how long really is this going to take? Because yesterday, in fact, we did hear from Congress sources that while they want to take their time, they also recognize that it will lead to more muscle flexing by both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah.
So, Akshata, if what Randeep Surjewala is saying is correct, that within 24 hours you'll have the announcement of the new Chief Minister. Of course, he will be counting in and including the fact that DK Shivakumar would be ready with whatever proposal comes up. So that really means an announcement probably by tomorrow. And with the next 2 days, the governor is going to be out of station. That means after 3 days, if there's a swearing in, it's going to be on a Sunday. So we will have to wait and see because tomorrow, if the announcement is made, it can't be possible that the swearing in happens tomorrow. So I think around 2 to 3 days it's going to take, and that's what we had told yesterday as well, that the Congress party doesn't seem to be in a tearing hurry. But what has changed is the adamance of DK Shivakumar. With DK Shivakumar putting his foot down as far as the proposal of the Congress leadership is concerned, they really want to make it right. And now the differences are being ironed out. If the compromise formula is being worked upon, one will have to wait and see whether the formula is agreeable to both of them. Remember, Siddaramaiah had come in very firm, confident, And when he left, he looked very positive, and it wasn't that he was left in, he left in a half. So, and it's a very smiling Siddaramaiah with Rahul
if
Gandhi.
anyone's
So
asking, if anyone's wondering if the media, if India Today got it horribly wrong when we said the announcement would come today, that's most definitely not the case. The communication from the topmost Congress leaders was this, that all differences are ironed out, everything is settled, by today you will get an answer. So it was actually the Congress that's been going back and forth on really their stand. They thought everything's ironed out. Then the meeting with DK Shivakumar happened, and then they realized, oh look, he's not happy and he's not going to settle, or he's not going to be satisfied with the deputy CM or a CM tenure after 2 years. And that's when things started shifting. You saw, in fact, how he threw a spanner in the works, how their plan of actually ensuring a swearing in tomorrow at the Congress Stadium was immediately put on hold. Preparations were underway. That was paused to ensure that the Congress can actually decide first who will be the man standing on the podium and taking the oath. DK Shivakumar, speaking to the media after his 2-hour-long meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge, rubbished all claims of Siddaramaiah already being chosen. Let's play that reaction out for you.
ನೀವು ಯಾವುದು ಸತ್ಯ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೋಗಸ್ಸು, ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಾನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಾಸಿಪ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ.
All right, let me cut across to Amit Bharadwaj, who's also tracking those developments there. Amit, you know, we saw DK Shivakumar, as soon as he got out, he thought it was necessary to speak to the media because clearly all this coverage here is irking him. He's not very happy. His camp members are very frustrated and furious that messages are going out to the media and people as highly placed in the Congress, as much as in fact the Congress's women wing has confirmed that it is Siddaramaiah who is the front runner. So within the Congress itself, leaders themselves are claiming that Siddaramaiah is the man who's going to be named. So clearly a message has not been gone out within the Congress circles to refrain from making comments of such nature. Tell me a little more about the body language you saw of DK Shivakumar as he stormed out and spoke to the media saying this is all bogus.
Well, Nabila, you know, it is very apparent that Congress party must have thought that they'll be able to broker a deal between Siddaramaiah and Mr. DK Shivakumar, and that Mr. Siddaramaiah could be made the chief minister yet again, while DK Shivakumar will settle down for the deputy chief minister's post along with some good ministries under his belt. But that did not work out as per plan, and that is why when I was standing outside 10 Raja Jimag after 2 hours, when Mr. DK Shivakumar, left that particular residence, the Congress president's residence, he was not happy. He was sulking. He was angry. And when he reached out here in Kaveri, this is Kaveri apartment in the national capital. 804 is the apartment where DK Suresh lives, and DK Shivakumar has made his base in the national capital right here at Kaveri itself. So he's meeting his supporters, legislators who don't want to be named right now. They're sitting inside, they're speaking to DK Shivakumar. Some kind of strategy is being carved out right now. But what I can surely tell you is that someone from DK Shivakumar's camp did tell me right before this live conversation was that he is not happy. He is not ready for the proposal that has been offered, that has been put forward to him, that is of the Deputy Chief Minister. And this will take some time. And the DK Shivakumar's camp is also ready to camp out here in the national capital for the next couple of days, which means that, they are ready to battle it out. They are not in a hurry. They are not running out of patience. But the body language of DK Shivakumar is often not so happy man, or a man who is slightly getting irritated because of the delay which is happening constantly. One more thing which is coming out right now is, that they are going to stay back here. The another perception within the DK's camp right now is that as much as delay happens, this is going to increase the popularity of the leader from the Vokaliga community, and his support base in Karnataka might increase with the kind of delay which is happening. So the DK camp as of now believes that the delay is actually helping him. Otherwise, the Congress High Command had already possibly decided that Siddaramaiah could yet again become the Chief Minister of the coastal state. But clearly, they are not in a hurry. They are ready to camp it out in the national capital. And Deputy CM is not something, the offer which is not making DK Shivakumar happy right now. And that is why all these strategies are being carved out right now. So possibly tomorrow again we'll be looking at situations maybe where you have DK Shivakumar and the other Congress leaders rushing from one senior leader, high command leaders, residents to the other. The way the movement happened this morning, very important. It is very important to note, Nabila, how he moved from Kaveri, his residence to Kaveri, to Rahul Gandhi's residence, and eventually to 10 Rajaji Marg, to make sure that the decision is not made. At least, he's pushing it forward as far as his
So it
concerns
doesn't seem like there is going to be a decision even at 6 p.m. We were really hoping that the countdown now would make it clear to 6 p.m. It would make clear, the High Command themselves would give a formal declaration. Mallikarjun Kharge, he was in the process of printing out a paper to make a formal announcement. All of that we've heard, it seems like now all that has changed after one statement that Randeep Surjewala gave, asking the media as well as people, supporters at large, not to buy into any wrong speculation, and with DK Shivakumar coming out and calling this entire bogus. So Siddaramaiah, who was very confident and all set to leave off to Bengaluru in his special flight, seemed to have now stayed back and is now waiting to try and settle this confusion dilemma that still continues and persists. It's ultimately a bad signal that Congress is sending out, almost showing that they are not a united house, and to show that there is no clarity within the Congress party right from the start and even now. Yes, we could say that there should ideally be internal democracy. There should be this kind of fight between leaders, but it should be healthy. It's been 3 days now and yet Karnataka does not have a chief minister, despite Congress having a thumping majority win. It's unfortunate, and if this goes longer, it only spells doomsday for the Congress, as on the 28th of this month is the last day when the Congress will have to stake claim of the government here in Karnataka. 28th is the last. They have time only ticking. Let me cut across to this very interview that Siddaramaiah has had with my colleague Randeep Singh Surjewala at our India Today conclave in Bengaluru, where he spoke about a lot of things, including Siddaramaiah's health, his fitness, his daily routine, and of course, his confidence in becoming the chief minister here in Karnataka. Let's listen in.
Am I speaking to the next chief minister of Karnataka? Am I speaking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka?
See, I am one of the aspirants. If Congress party gets majority in Karnataka, I hope Congress party will get comfortable majority this time. Mr. DK Shivakumar is also one of the aspirants. Myself is also a strong aspirant to become the chief minister if party comes to power. And ultimately, in a democracy, the elected MLAs will have to elect its legislature party leader. Ultimately, the High Command of Karnataka has to give approval who will be the next leader of the legislative party and the chief minister of Karnataka.
No, you are saying you are a strong aspirant. You are saying DK Shivakumar is also an aspirant, but you are senior to him. Am I right to say that you are the front runner?
See, I am one of the front runners. I am not only the front runner. I am one of the front runners because Shivakumar is also an aspirant to become the chief minister because he is the PCC president. I am the CLP leader. And of course, it depends upon how High Command takes the decision.
Last election, for sure.
Yes, this is
Because
good.
I never believe politicians when they say they are retiring.
No. You believe it or not, the people believe it or not, this is going to be my last election.
This is your last election.
Yeah.
Mr. Siddaramaiah will never, even if you don't become chief minister, you will never again contest an election.
No, I never contest. I never accept any nomination also.
Sir, in Maharashtra and Karnataka particularly, no politician retires.
No. See, of course.
Devagowda ji at 90 is campaigning. Sharad Pawar at 82 is campaigning. You are only 75. You are very young, sir.
I am running 76. By the time next term is over, I will be 80 plus.
But you are very energetic. You are off state from here to Varuna.
Of course, I am energetic. And
how do you keep so energetic? What do you do for fitness?
Fitness is life is very simple. My food habit is very simple. And I take always my food in the house-made food.
What is your tip for young politicians who want to still be as active as you at 75?
See, mentally and physically, one should be fit. That should be the advice to youngsters. And think right things and committed to the problems of these people.
Shall I ask you the question I started off with? Am I talking to the next chief minister of Karnataka?
Please. It all depends upon how people accept, how people give their mandate.
If you don't become chief minister, will you try and break some MLAs and try and create a confrontation?
I never do it. I never do it. Say, I have all the confidence in High Command.
And since that conversation to today, with every passing day and every conversation we have had with Siddaramaiah, he's only grown more confident that he's going to be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. And that raises a few questions that must be asked right now, to which at this point we most definitely don't have answers. Does the decision of the Congress backing Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister actually ensure a stable Sarkar? And the reason we ask this is obviously because of the DK factor. DKS right now is very much loyal. He says there is no question of me leaving the Congress. I will remain a congressman till my death. But does that translate to loyalty to Siddaramaiah? Most definitely not. So that could be a plaguing headache for Siddaramaiah throughout. Will this bad blood actually damage the Congress's mandate? As of now, optics-wise, people would say that it is damaging the Congress's image and especially of the leadership skills. But overall of the mandate remains to be seen if this DK-Siddaramaiah feud will actually translate to problems. Is DK Shivakumar right in distrusting the rotational formula? He's got reasons. He's got also particular instances to cite with what happened in Chhattisgarh, with what happened in Rajasthan. There's a strong possibility that if Siddaramaiah has made the Chief Minister for 2 years, he won't budge after that, and DK Shivakumar loses his chance of becoming the Chief Minister. And that's the question. Will Siddaramaiah ever actually hand over the reins formally to DK Shivakumar? There may be an assurance from the High Command, but for obvious reasons, DK Shivakumar is saying, you need to do more than just assure me, because I never know whether it will come to me, which is why DK Shivakumar right now, Nabila, is suggesting that let me be the Chief Minister for the first 2 years and then I'll hand over the reins to Siddaramaiah.
And this, Akshita, this was a situation that I would always tell our viewers that we had expected, because it's not easy to really satisfy two tall leaders like DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. Both of them have their own appeal. Siddaramaiah has really worked hard. He's 75, running 76. He said that on a light note, that he will not defect. But one knows that if there is any scope of dissident activities, that will come from Siddaramaiah, because he has the support of nearly 90 MLAs. So the Congress cannot take him lightly. On the contrary, it is DK Shivakumar who's really brought the power to the Congress to power here, and a victory of such kind that we have not seen in decades. So it's important to note that the Congress is certainly in a dilemma, and they will have to come down to pacifying both by giving them both very important positions, and that could also mean a sharing pact, a half term for Siddaramaiah, a half term for DK Shivakumar. But now it almost comes down to who gets the first, who will lead the government, the first 2 years or the first 3 years will start with Siddaramaiah in tenure or with DK Shivakumar in term. Let me cut across to Amit Bharadwaj also joining us from that spot there. Amit, what's the anticipation like among the people there you see on ground? Because in Karnataka, I can tell you very surely that like for example, those women who are waiting there at the far end, Siddaramaiah is not even inside his house, but they're just waiting there just in case his name is formally announced. They're the ones here first for all the photo ops and interviews, speaking to India Today and also congratulating Siddaramaiah and team maybe over phone. So they're really waiting with bated breath here in Karnataka. Both camps hawkeye on India Today and of course following and tracking the developments with the High Command to see when are they going to make that very important announcement.
Well, Nabila, you know, as far as the developments in the national capital is concerned, it is tug of war. You know, both sides are actually trying their best to make sure that they get to hold the Chief Minister's office at least in the first turn. If we are talking about, you know, tenure sharing kind of formula where 2 years of Siddaramaiah, 3 years of DK Shivakumar, if anything of that formula is being brokered right now, so both the sides would want that they should get the hold of the office, Chief Minister's office in the first turn. And right now where I'm standing is in a way the virtual headquarters for DK Shivakumar in the national capital. This is Kaveri apartment where DK Suresh lives, his brother lives, and DK Shivakumar has been you know, meeting his supporters, MLAs since yesterday right here at Kaveri apartment. The reason being that now obviously it is his brother's residence, but as far as 10 Rajaji Marg is concerned or 10 Janpath is concerned, both the important you know institutions or the residents of the Congress High Command are nearby. So we saw early today how after the news broke that Siddaramaiah is going to hold the office of the Chief Minister yet again, Mr. DK Shivakumar rushed to 10 Janpath and after that to 10 Rajaji Marg where the Congress president lives. So out here it is a camp waiting patiently, but they do want that their leader should be getting into the Chief Minister's office first. Back to you, Nabila.
Undoubtedly, both of them are hoping the same. Stay with us, Amit. In fact, what we know is that finally the decision on who is going to be the CM of Karnataka is going to lie in the hands of Mallikarjun Kharge, the president of the Congress party, who is also from Karnataka. At this point, all eyes on him on how neutral will Mallikarjun Kharge be, because Kharge himself has not had a great relationship with Siddaramaiah in the past. Kharge is a Dalit leader, Siddaramaiah is a Kuruba leader, and it was at one point a few years ago that Siddaramaiah was chosen over Mallikarjun Kharge, who is known to be a party loyalist, while Siddaramaiah has come from the JDS to the Congress. Kharge has grown in the ranks of the Congress. So Kharge is bitter with the fact that Siddaramaiah was chosen over him, and now the decision lies in Kharge's hands. We're hoping that he makes a decision that is absolutely balanced, an objective one, and a fair one. Ultimately, it all is now in his hands. Let's have a look.
He's the Congress president, the boss, the party chief. And it is in his hands that 2023's biggest political dilemma sits. Mallikarjun Kharge must now choose between the two unrelenting contenders for the Karnataka Chief Minister's throne. The tough old hand Siddaramaiah and muscle man DK Shivakumar. The Gandhis want Kharge to make the difficult decision and end the simmering stalemate. But only a few months in the chair, and he's already faced with possibly the most complicated decision of his presidency. Because not only is Mallikarjun Kharge himself an old Karnataka hand, but he's expected to now be neutral in a decision concerning his former rivals for the Karnataka throne.
Does Kharge like Siddaramaiah, given that Siddaramaiah was chosen over him in the past? Would he hold that against him? And who has the better equation with the Congress High Command right now?
Well, I don't think he will hold that against him, because now he is an umpire. So he has to play the umpire's role, and I'm sure he will discharge that.
In 2013, Kharge was famously in the running to be Karnataka Chief Minister, losing out to Siddaramaiah, the very man who now sits before him hoping to be anointed Chief Minister. Despite being one of the most elected netas of Karnataka, the chief ministerial chair remained elusive to Kharge for decades. And even if he doesn't admit it, part of him blames the Siddaramaiah phenomenon. Amidst the prevailing divisions in the Congress party over who should be Karnataka chief minister, could this aggressive history influence Kharge's decision? On the other hand, as someone who has seen the ins and outs of Karnataka and national politics for well over half a century, is there any real doubt about Kharge's neutrality? With both the Karnataka warriors making their case before King Kharge and saddled by the Gandhis with the precarious task of taking a decision that doesn't derail the massive election victory, all eyes are now on the Congress president. With Mosmi Singh in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
And let's take this across to our reporters Amit Bharadwaj joining us live. We also have Rahul Gautam with us. Rahul, you track the Congress very carefully. And a question everyone's asking right now is, despite all of the warnings saying, look, don't let this go the Rajasthan way, don't let this go the Chhattisgarh way, that seems to be exactly what's happening right now, because it doesn't look like the Congress has learnt any lessons from those instances.
Well, absolutely, and at this juncture, it seems that the story is far from being over, given the fact that sources close to DK Shivakumar, they are telling us that he is not ready for Deputy Chief Minister post, and in fact they are saying that he's going to be stationed in the national capital until this issue is resolved. In fact, they are also saying that it's either now or never. They are saying that Mr. DK Shivakumar has given blood and sweat to the party, and therefore he should be given the responsibility to run the state for 5 years. And in case if you are considering this rotational CM formula, then the first tenure should be given to Mr. DK Shivakumar. So obviously it seems that, and maybe this is the reason why the swearing in preparation that were underway in Bengaluru, they have been kept on hold, because obviously it seems that the logjam still continues, and obviously the solution is still not in sight. I've been also speaking with the sources close to Mallikarjun Kharge's office, and they are saying that consultations and deliberations are still underway, and in fact they are trying to bring DK Shivakumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah on board, because it seems that they have already made up their mind, but obviously they don't want to announce it, given the fact that Mr. DK Shivakumar is not ready, he is not on board, and until unless he is taken into confidence, an announcement would not be made. So it is unlikely that we'll be knowing the name of next Chief Minister of Karnataka today, and it might take a day or two to resolve this issue.
Right. Wow, and that's just all the more casting a cloud on the credibility of the Congress party. Just exactly what was feared, that the Congress might not be able to make an actual choice between the two, and that decision will really dent the Congress's credibility. That's really what's playing out ultimately here. Let me cut across to Amit Bharadwaj, who's right now at DK Shivakumar's brother's residence. He's an MP from same Kanakpura constituency. Tell us a little more, Amit. DK Suresh has been batting hard for his brother as a chief minister. He's been lobbying heavily himself with the High Command. But what more do we know in terms of the kind of support we see and the pressure tactics being put by the DK camp? We hear a host of MLAs and supporters of DK have flown with him to Delhi.
Well, Nabila, absolutely right. DK Suresh had reached the national capital even before DK Shivakumar could have made it to the national capital, and he was the one speaking out in the media while Mr. Siddaramaiah himself was in the national capital. Now you have DK Suresh's house becoming the virtual headquarters of the camp office of DK Shivakumar, and many of the legislators and supporters from the DK camp are already here. It includes the MLCs, KPCC spokespersons, as well as MLAs from Karnataka. We had seen how Ravi as the MLC, as well as
Mr. H.T. Ranganath, who is the MLA. Both of them, along with other supporters from the DK camp, had also went to the Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, the Congress president's residence. And after that, all these leaders are also inside Kaveri apartment where I am right now. And a strategy is being carved out. What we can certainly say that while DK Shivakumar, his body language is looking of a leader who is irritated right now, who is not happy with the kind of developments which have unfolded, and that is why, two very important developments which has happened today. Number one, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala stepping out of the Congress president's residence and making out a statement that deliberations are still on, and within 24 hours, Karnataka will have a new chief minister. Within 48 hours to 72 hours, new cabinet will be in place. This particular statement, in all understanding, if you decode it, this was possibly under pressure from DK Shivakumar.
That by tomorrow, the Congress will be able to iron out all differences and come out with a decision. Because I'll tell you what, Amit, it's getting increasingly hotter here in the national capital. I don't look forward to standing here tomorrow and the day after that, waiting for a decision from the Congress. This right here, where I'm standing, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, has been the hotspot for all of the political meetings. And after DK Shivakumar emerged, after a 2-hour-long meeting, it's very clear that the Congress is back to square one. The stalemate continues. Can they actually address this, deal with this, and ensure they iron out all problems? As Surjewala himself said, they ensure there's consensus, unanimity and unity. That is the big question. Nabila and I will be joining you on the other side of a very short break with our non-stop double broadcast from Delhi and Bengaluru, getting you all the big updates.
What about the 2 PSBs that the finance minister had announced in the budget in 2021? Are they on the back burner now?
Yes, not very hopeful of the fact if government, that is Ministry of Finance along with Niti Aayog, will get back to the list that they had jotted down, in fact, which also includes the mega 2 privatization of public sector banks, which was also announced by Finance Minister Nirmala Siddaramaiah in 2021 during the Union Budget, followed by Niti Aayog then drafting a plan of action that would go to DIPAM. But it looks unlikely because top sources in Ministry of Finance have told us that government is not looking to take up bank privatization or privatization of new CPSCs, which is the central public sector entities, until general elections, that is in May 2024.
What's the update on the IDBI bank sale, Karishma? What's the cause of concern?
In terms of DIPAM, rather, government looks very hopeful and positive. The affirmation stands of the fact that the due diligence is still undergoing. In fact, we are also being told that government is looking to call for the financial bids by September this year. They're looking to at least complete the financial bid process and due diligence and open the data room in the first half of this year, followed by which the transaction could conclude before next March. Let's not forget it's a mega share of 60% that government and LIC together are looking to sell.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 43 and minimum 29 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 33 and minimum 28 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 40 and minimum 25 degrees. Bengaluru, maximum 36 and minimum 28 degrees. Chennai, maximum 35 and minimum 29 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 40 and minimum 25 degrees.
Kerala's public health. All political parties traveling from different parts.
Armed with facts,
looking at political
She takes the news by its horns.
You think the future of these students are not hampered?
Fierce, bold and direct, setting the tone for the biggest stories. From every corner and every angle. Expect nothing but the unfiltered truth.
News first, niceties later. Watch me, Nabila Jamal, on India Today.
When you see something so visually beautiful on screen, so a lot of our efforts is put behind it.
Yeah.
So I would like to know what was the hard, most difficult part about playing the characters.
Yeah, in a periodic setup, sometimes what happens is that you realize that because it's that era, you want it to look very royal and poised and like ऐसे ही बात करते होंगे. So to break that and to come out of that and make it sound relatable and sound like two people are talking and it's just a normal conversation.
Yeah.
To keep that intact and yet have the essence of a periodic drama as a challenge. Like you can't make it sound like कि ये किसी भी वक्त में अभी मतलब ये ब्रो बोल देगा. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता ना कि ब्रो लाइक अभी क्या कर रहे हैं कहाँ जाना है ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. So it has to be like you have to make it sound conversational, but at the same time keeping in mind that it is period. So it cannot be very uptight and poised and because हमारे दिमाग में है कि वो लोग ऐसे ही बात करते होंगे, but ऐसा नहीं है. वो भी ऐसे नॉर्मली बात करते होंगे लेकिन उस नॉर्मली बात करने में भी एक ठहराव है. तो वो ठहराव कैसे लाना is something that we of course had many chats and conversations and understood better from our makers and read more about it and Urdu pe kaam
and also the way the script has been written.
Yeah, it's a very well researched script. It's very well written script. It's 5-6 साल लगे हैं इस script को बनाने में. तो there's a lot of work that went into it and I think like we've maintained a decent amount of authenticity.
Yeah.
Would you like to add something to that?
Exactly the same thing. Yeah, I think he has covered all the points. As I mean, tick, tick, tick. Number one, when you are making a show and you want to cater to Gen Z, you have to present the show in a way that everyone relates to the show, everyone relates to the characters of the show, because just the way he also said that when you are having a conversation, suppose when Akbar is having a conversation with any of his sons, of course he is the Emperor Akbar, but also at the same time he is a father. The way our parents also speak to us, they have that warmth also, they have that love also, but then again he is the emperor. And we are talking about royalty here. They have a certain kind of body language, they have a certain kind of authority. So to get that, and I think it's very difficult also to balance these two aspects, but we have really tried our best.
We have talked a lot about global headwinds. We've talked about inflation, interest rates. In India, the scenario seems to be a little bit under control. We've had interest rates, being raised by the Reserve Bank from last May onwards. There is a pause now, and the governor has said it's a pause, not a pivot. But at the same time, we are keeping a close watch on that. And then there is, of course, the global headwinds, supply chain problems continue. How do you see India's growth prospects in this situation, Mr. Perumal?
Saurabh, you're right that there are lots of global headwinds. But I think on balance, if you look at India, rather than headwinds, I see that there are tailwinds. The reason being that several of these reasons. I think, first of all, in COVID, we managed, I think it's the Ministry of Finance and the government as well as the RBI has managed the situation much better than what anybody expected. As you know, we did actually opposite of what most of the economists from the IMF, the World Bank said. For instance, we just did not give doles just like that. And there was a lot of pressure in the beginning, if you remember. Also, I think there was targeted giving of loans, whether it was to the MSME sector, whether it was to the small business as well as bigger industries. Second thing, the way we could we looked after the people who were economically backward by ensuring that, they got free food grains, the direct benefit transfer, all that meant that the economy has done well. And the headwinds which are global, whether it is in terms of the conflict between Russia, Ukraine, the issues with China that everybody talks about, supply chain, in some ways it has been a plus. So you hear strategies now always about China.
Blue Star Fast Cooling AC. LIC हर पल आपके साथ.
Good evening. I'm joining you live here on the special edition of 6 p.m. Prime on India Today. From outside Mallikarjun Kharge's residence in the national capital, there's been non-stop political activity here. I've been joining you live from 11 a.m. in the morning, getting you all the latest updates, and over the next 1 hour in this special double broadcast, Nabila joining us from Bengaluru and me from Delhi. We're going to round up for you all the latest updates, all the political twists and turns.
Well, in Karnataka is waiting with bated breath to hear the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Who's really going to be the man? Is it DK or Sidda or Congress pulling off a surprise? Maybe Mallikarjun Kharge. You never know. Protests have erupted in parts of Karnataka where they're asking for a Dalit Chief Minister for the first time. Kharge is Dalit. The confusion only prevails and the suspense continues. We're going to take you through all the updates right after the headlines.
More twists and turns in the Karnataka political thriller. Siddaramaiah swearing-in preps in Bengaluru come to an abrupt halt. DK Shivakumar says speculation so far is all wrong. DK versus Sidda is still very much on.
Can the Congress placate both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar? Rotational Chief Minister formula has been proposed. 2 years for Sidda and 3 for DK Shivakumar. Can this move come back to haunt the Congress, and more importantly, will the leaders agree to this pact?
Let's get you the other stories also that we're tracking this hour. The Supreme Court seeks fresh status report from Manipur government days after a deadly clash, asks what steps were taken in wake of the sectarian violence.
A day after he got bail, massive police deployment outside Imran Khan's Lahore residence. Will the ex-Pakistan Prime Minister be arrested again?
Supreme Court refuses SEBI a 6-month extension in Adani Hindenburg probe, orders the regulator to file a report before 14th August. Next hearing in the case is now in July.
After Biden calls off his Australia visit over US economic crisis, Australian Prime Minister cancels Quad meeting in Sydney.
And the big breaking news that's coming in right now is that the Congress is in no hurry to go ahead and figure out who the next Chief Minister of Karnataka will be. What does that mean? It means that talks, meetings, huddles will continue for the next 48 hours. So there will be no announcement for the next 48 hours from the High Command. Both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar for the next 2 days will stay put in the national capital. They will remain in Delhi, but they've been clearly told by the Congress High Command not to make any public statements, not to make any overtures that cause embarrassment to the party, not to make comments on what the inside details are of these meetings. Congress High Command telling us right now that all options are on the table. The main objective, as Surjewala himself said, is consensus, unanimity and unity. At this point, both leaders have refused to relent, and that's why there are different combinations and permutations that are being worked out. But this is going to be a long-drawn fight. We thought we'd hear it yesterday. We thought we'd hear it today. Now we're picking up, and Sagaraj is getting us those details, that Sagai, this could take another 48 hours. Sagai, if you can hear me, take us through what your sources are telling you. We're looking at a 48-hour delay now.
Yes, absolutely. The modalities have been worked out between the AICC leaders for DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, and whatever the proposal which was been denied by both the leaders. So it is the AICC leaders are in dilemma that what will be suiting better for the leaders, and they have even instructed them to refrain from making any kind of public statement or media statement in the days to come unless they finalize with the modalities what will be given to DK Shivakumar and what will be given to Siddaramaiah.
Okay, interesting. So this is not going to die down anytime now. This drama, this political twists and turns is going to continue. But the Congress clearly then is in no hurry, Sagai. They're going to take their own time. And in the meanwhile, we're hearing Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar will not be budging from Delhi. Sagai, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, Yeah, Sagai, quick question to you, which is that can you confirm for us that Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar won't be flying back to Bengaluru anytime now?
No, according to sources, they have been asked them to, the AICC have asked both of them to stay back in Delhi unless they come up with some kind of solution for this. They have to come up with some kind of modalities, what will work out for both of them. Unless they come up with them, they have been asked to stay back in Delhi.
All right, well, let's cut across to those who are in Delhi. Amit Bharadwaj has in fact been tracking all the developments coming in from DK Suresh's residence and Mallikarjun Kharge's home, where all these hectic parleys were underway. Any word? There's no word, in fact, right now on the Chief Minister's post. Amit, apparently it's going to take another 48 hours, basically 2 more days for the CM's name to be announced. And that would mean DK Shivakumar there in Delhi a little longer, and so will Siddaramaiah. All those special flights that have been arranged for Siddaramaiah. DK also was likely to leave today if things went his favour. All of that now put on hold. It's now a 2 more day wait, which is excruciating to say the least.
Well, Nabila, this is a sort of a crusade which both the camps are fighting out right now. You know, eventually which camp wins is to be seen. The suspense is not over until it's over, at least in the national capital right now.
we were pretty sure, the sources had confirmed us that Siddaramaiah will be the chief minister. He'll get another chance to become the chief minister of Karnataka with this historic mandate that the Congress party has gotten around this time. But that's when DK Shivakumar camp got into action. DK Shivakumar himself went to 10 Janpat to meet Rahul Gandhi, made his case out, and after that he rushed to 10 Rajaji Marg, the Congress president's residence, and stayed there for nearly 2 hours. And I'm sure the kind of, we can decode with the body language itself the kind of conversation that had happened inside the 10 Rajaji Marg residence of Mr. Kharge. That Mr. Randeep Surjewala had to step out and tell the media that don't trust the speculations. And out here, Akshata, DK Shivakumar's camp is still waiting.
I believe it wasn't just a message, Amit, to the media persons. It was a message to the rest of the Congress as well, because Congress leaders themselves were announcing to the media that it's a done deal, 6 p.m., few hours, you can expect clarity. Even the KPCC working president, Ishwar Khandre, had said that at about 12-ish, that you can expect a decision today. So clearly there was a turnaround where the Congress met with DK Shivakumar. They perhaps didn't expect that kind of a reaction, which is unbelievable that they didn't expect it in the first place. I want to bring in Shibimol. She's joining us live from Siddaramaiah's stronghold, from his constituency of Varuna, where Shibi today, when the decision and at least the news started doing the rounds that Siddaramaiah is the next chief minister, I'm sure celebrations broke out there.
Well, exactly, Akshata. In fact, when in around 11 o'clock, we got the news that Siddaramaiah will be the next chief minister of Karnataka, and we saw visuals of celebrations coming in from Varuna, the stronghold of Siddaramaiah. But by the time we were here, there was confusion. The suspense was still going on like a thriller film. It's been like a thriller film right now. But here we spoke to his family, his villagers, everybody who was hoping that an official announcement will be out soon, where Siddaramaiah will be announced as the next chief minister. In fact, I have with me his brother as well as his friend here. I'll get a word from them. So when I was talking to them in the beginning, they were telling me that Siddaramaiah has done a lot of work, especially for Varuna and especially in the rural Karnataka. He has understood the pain of, DK Shivakumar has also worked well, but it's Siddaramaiah who should be the chief minister is what they said. Sir, DK avaru kuda CM agada aasa pattidare. Adukku enna sollu?
ಇವರಿಗೆ ಬರೋದು ಇವ್ರು ಆಯ್ತಾರ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಆಯ್ತಾರೆ ಗ್ಯಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಡಿ ಕೆ ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಟೈಮ್ ಅದ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಅವರು ಈ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಆಗೋದು ಈಗ.
Okay, so that's one thing they've been telling me. DK Shivakumar is young compared to Siddaramaiah, so he has a lot of time. So possibly he has more time and he should, he can wait patiently. This time again, Siddaramaiah should be given a chance, considering that he's already declared that this is his last stint at the elections. But yeah, so that's one thing they've been saying, that both of them have worked, but Siddaramaiah, considering his experience and considering his age, he should be given a chance. And this village here, right now it's calm, but sometime back it was celebrating, Siddaramaiah's announcement. As the chief minister, and they're hoping that as soon as
when it comes to chief minister, age is usually less of a factor here. It's more about who's more deserving. And considering that DK Shivakumar has really strategized and won this party this kind of number of 136, which has not been seen before in at least 4 decades in Karnataka, certainly he has that kind of conviction when asking the High Command for the chief minister's post. On the contrary, yes, Siddaramaiah has worked really hard. He has mass appeal because of his caste background. He comes from the Koruba community, so he has the OBCs, the Dalits, and even the minorities to a large extent, because he strategized, he put together the Ahinda strategy, which worked for the Congress here in Karnataka. So on both areas, there is merit. Age is less of a factor, but ultimately, who does the Congress president, Mallikarjun Kharge, decide? And Rahul Gandhi, who's been tracking all those developments right from outside Kharge's house. Rahul, you've been really keeping a close watch on all the movements outside Kharge's residence. Tell us a little more on who came in, who went out, whose body language looked a little stiff, and whose was fairly calm. Tell us both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar, between who did you see some kind of anger and frustration?
Right now I am in front of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, and leaders are making a beeline here. They're coming here since early morning. The KPCC working president was here. Mr. DK Shivakumar, he spent 2 hours here, while holding deliberations with the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. And apart from these two, there are many leaders who also came here. Spoke with Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge and tried to resolve this issue, which is obviously not reflecting good as far as the High Command is concerned. And what we are learning from our sources that the meeting that Rahul Gandhi took with Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar was a pure courtesy meet. No politics were were discussed over there. It was only later on a call was made to Mr. Siddaramaiah, and he was informed that he has been selected, or he has been chosen one. And then after that, Mr. DK Shivakumar came straight away at 10 Rajaji Marg. He spoke with Mallikarjun Kharge, and if you remember, this is the time when Randeep Singh Surjewala stepped out from 10 Rajaji Marg. He spoke with the media persons that that nothing has been finalized so far. Everything is still under consideration. Deliberations are still underway, and one should not speculate or resort to rumor mongering. Maybe this was an attempt on the part of High Command to again placate DK Shivakumar. Now, what we are learning from our sources that they have already made up their mind, but they are not going to announce it until and unless DK Shivakumar is on board, because obviously they would not want Karnataka to become Rajasthan.
And from what we're hearing, considering they're saying 48 hours, it looks like they consider and they are looking at this taking a lot more time. They think that maybe it could take a day or two to at least convince DK Shivakumar right now. Rahul, Amit, stay with us. Lots that's happened. Since 11 a.m. I've been camping here, and there's been non-stop political activity, non-stop meetings that have taken place. Let's round up all those updates for you. DK Shivakumar and Mallikarjun Kharge's meet ended after 2 hours. DK Shivakumar didn't respond to any of the questions after his meeting with Kharge, only maintained that no decision has been taken. According to sources, DK has rejected any post of Deputy CM and is going to remain in Delhi till the matter is resolved. What's DK Shivakumar's idea of a compromise, you ask? Well, he says that if he can't be a full-term CM, he wants to be the CM first. Sources reveal that DK Shivakumar has remained defiant and has said he wants the first half of the tenure as CM if this tenure sharing back between him and Siddu is something that the High Command is adamant on. Questions of will they not have a swearing-in ceremony tomorrow? And a result of that was that preparations kicked off in Bengaluru's Kantirava Stadium, and then it was put on hold. The posters, all of the seating, carpeting, all of that was put up and then stopped abruptly, and people started leaving. With news coming in that the decision by the Congress High Command could take another 2 days at least, what we're hearing is that both Siddaramaiah as well as DK Shivakumar are going to stay put in the national capital till an official announcement is made by the High Command. Expect more huddles, more meetings to happen soon. Congress High Command will be meeting with all the stakeholders yet again. And we're talking about observers, we're talking about the Karnataka in charges, all coming together to brainstorm and figure out how to overcome this current stalemate. So tomorrow, a series of meetings once again that have been lined up.
All right. Akshita, what we've seen in Karnataka here was actually slightly hilarious, slightly embarrassing, and very disappointing. It's a mix of all of these factors, because as soon as Siddaramaiah's name was even, there was a lot of speculation that he is going to be the chief minister, that announcement is just about due to come in. That's when celebrations broke out big time right here at Siddaramaiah's residence. At Kantirava Stadium, there were full preparations that were rolled out. There were red carpets rolled out, chairs that were arranged, and now it's come to a grinding halt. I'm going to cut across to Sagai Raj, who's been tracking the ceremony preparations, the swearing-in ceremony preparations that was all underway, which now it appears they've got a direction to stop it right away. Another 2 days wait, it appears. Let's cut across. Sagai Raj bringing this ground report.
Everything, and you can see the track over here. This red color track had a red carpet for the invitees, but now it has been removed, and there were frills of saffron and green color on top of that particular stage. Even that has been removed, and the contractor has instructed that the government officials have asked them to stop unless they don't get the next instruction. They should not continue their work, because it was on a fast phase, because they have to complete the work by tomorrow afternoon, but now it has been halted. You can see here, these are the barricades which has been removed. It was all put here. Now it has been removed, and unless they get the next instructions from the government officials as well as from the contractors, the crews have asked not to continue with the work. And what we also get to learn through our sources from the police department, that they have asked to deploy police personnel outside the stadium from this evening around 5 p.m. for bandobast. Even that has been postponed. They have asked the control room to put on hold unless they get the instructions again from their senior officers.
And that report essentially puts the spotlight on all of the confusion, all of the chaos that the Congress has let spread. Sagai, you were there at the Kantirva Stadium and you watched it unfold before your eyes, how the preparations began and then suddenly stopped, and then they started wrapping things up. And that was the exact moment perhaps that the Congress realized, look, it's not as easy as we assume, that we'll tell Siddaramaiah a decision, we'll tell DK Shivakumar a decision, and everyone will be on board. So clearly they didn't think this through. They didn't realize that DK Shivakumar was so adamant in his ways and was so clear and ambitious that he wanted to become the chief minister.
See, Akshita, let me share you with one of the stories which I learned in Kantirva studio. I was doing a live reporting outside the stadium, and the preparation was happening inside. And they asked media to get out, and we all came out because we are causing a lot of problem for them to put the carpet and everything. So we were reporting outside for 30 minutes, and 30 minutes they have asked them to stop. So I was checking once Randeep Surjewala made an announcement saying that it will not be happening for next 48 hours. I was checking with one of the event management whether there is any kind of preparation happening inside for your event or oath-taking ceremony, and that gentleman said that it is for oath-taking ceremony. And suddenly everything has been halted, and the event management, they had a program on Sunday. Now their work is at full swing, but the oath-taking ceremony has been stopped. It has been halted unless the next instructions given to the contractor. Contractor has instructed the crew members not to continue with any kind of preparation. There were barricades, there were chairs, there were red carpet, green carpet, everything. And there were also frills in saffron and green color, which is a theme of Congress flag, and even that was being removed on the first floor of that particular stadium. And they have been instructed not to continue with any kind of preparations unless they give any kind of instruction. Even the police, which was supposed to be deployed.
So, when Surjewala comes out, Sagai, when Surjewala comes out and says that, media is speculating, that we've been creating all of this hype and creating this narrative that a decision has been taken, that's not true. The Congress also thought that a decision has been taken. The Congress also, and many of the leaders we spoke to, said this is a done deal. By this evening you'll get an announcement. So there's been a rethink in that 2-hour time, in that 2-hour gap when DK Shivakumar was here meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge. Yes, Sagai?
Absolutely, that is the reason. That is the reason that the government officials had given instruction to the contractors, and that is the reason government officials have spent so much of money to get all those materials to the stadium, and that is the reason you had IPS rank officer, DCP, traffic commissioner at the stadium to take cognizance and to cordon the areas, to make all kind of arrangement to make traffic free, because they had only 24 hours to make huge arrangements in the Kantirva stadium. All these people came with the first instruction from the officials when they got instruction from the concerned politician, and later on it was put on hold. After
that establishes, Nabila, if I can bring you in as well, what all of this establishes, this chaos, this back and forth, is that Congress assumed DK Shivakumar is a yes man, which is true. He is a yes man. But at the same time, he also has ambitions. He's a yes man with ambitions. And that's where they got things wrong. I think we've lost Nabila. We'll reconnect with her in just a bit. But this is exactly what has been highlighted by all of the confusion that was caused at Kantirva Stadium. And it was clear that the Congress assumed that tomorrow at 3:30 they would be able to go ahead with the swearing-in ceremony. What we're also picking up right now is that it's not just one person, but reportedly the Congress now, considering they're going to take another 48 hours, and I'd like to bring in Amit on this, is that, Amit, they're going to be figuring out some other portfolios as well, and that could perhaps include, if DK Shivakumar agrees to this deputy CM post, his portfolios as well could be decided over the next 48 hours so that there's complete clarity on who holds on to what now.
Well, absolutely right, Akshata. You know, at least there's a delay of 48 hours, or there's a window of 48 hours now, so to say, in the national capital for the decision to be taken whether Mr. Siddaramaiah is going to take the office of the Chief Minister and whether Mr. DK Shivakumar is going to stick with Deputy Chief Minister's office. And if that happens, what are the portfolios that he will be given out? And along with that, remember the kind of mandate that Congress party has gotten this time around. They'll have to accommodate ministers in the cabinet from different communities, including the Lingayats, the Vokaligas, the other OBCs and the Dalits, as well as the Muslim community from the state of Karnataka. One thing very important, as you were mentioning, Akshata, you know, possibly the Congress party believed and assumed that Mr. DK Shivakumar is going to agree to the decision sooner or later within the span of 2 days, which is yesterday and today. That did not happen. I remember in the incident speaking to Mr. DK Shivakumar back in 2018, where I had asked him about his aspirations of becoming the Chief Minister of the state, because this buzz, you would remember, had started back then itself. And he was pretty clear in 2018 itself, where he said that, you know, I'm ready to wait, I'm a patient man, and age is on my side, and I'll do what my party needs me to do. So possibly, you know, 2018,
but he believes this is his best chance. This is his best chance of becoming the Chief Minister, which is why he's putting up this kind of a fight. Nabila, you spoke to DK Shivakumar. When you had the conversation, did you anticipate or get a sense that this is how ambitious and this is how adamant DK Shivakumar is going to be, or that he'd essentially, you know, be a walkover for the High Command and he'd give in to the Congress High Command simply because he's a congressman?
You know, looking at the way DK Shivakumar has positioned himself, initially he said, I will take whatever the High Command grants me. I trust the High Command. It's on the in the High Command's hands, etc. More than anything, it appears that DK Shivakumar was very confident in the High Command choosing him. Little did Shivakumar think that the High Command will actually contemplate and actually choose Siddaramaiah over him, and that Siddaramaiah will be preference for the High Command. This has certainly come as a slight surprise for DK Shivakumar, because he still banks on that one word that Sonia Gandhi had given him while he was in Tihar, saying, almost promising that if you bring Congress to power in Karnataka, I will give you the Chief Minister's post. So more than anything else here, DK Shivakumar is mighty shocked. He did not expect that the Congress High Command would actually even choose or even act as if they're confused in front of him. Which is why we believe that DK Shivakumar, whose demeanor and mannerisms were so confident, eventually turned out to be aggressive, angry, disappointed, and then he even chose not to go. In fact, 2 days ago, he sat back. He was summoned by the High Command. He decided to cancel that trip. He stayed back in Bengaluru, and that was one form of rebellion. It was a very subtle way to show that I'm not agreeing with what the High Command's decision is, and therefore I will not go. I don't want anything. It was all a speculation that he's also going to quit as the KPCC president. Correct. That speculation broke out as well, because DK Shivakumar said, I don't want anything. I'll stay as an MLA. That's what he had said. So looking at this situation here, clearly the High Command now very confused and have sought a little more time. But let me tell you a quick word, Akshita. This is really demeaning the electorate here. Those people who really voted the Congress to this kind of overwhelming victory, it's actually demeaning their vote for the Congress party if the Congress is not able to decide on who the Chief Minister is in the next 24 hours.
They're saying it'll take 48 hours, so we'll see how that really pans out. But let's highlight for you what happens. DK Shivakumar right now is saying that, look, there's no question of me rebelling, backstabbing, blackmailing, none of that. But the reason that the Congress High Command wants to ensure that he is happy, that he is pacified at this point is because they're looking at the larger picture of 2024. DK Shivakumar all along said, I listen to what the High Command says. But that's why he's putting up a fight with that very High Command. Not saying anything to the media, but making it clear to them that you give me the Chief Minister throne or nothing. I won't rebel, but I most definitely won't be happy. I want to play out an excerpt of the conversation that Nabila had before DK Shivakumar touched down here in Delhi, what he said about his CM ambitions and how directly he said, I want to be the CM, but I will listen to the High Command.
We really want to know if DK Shivakumar, for all that work he's done, the way he's dragged the party from its 90s, the figures that we've never seen in the last few decades, to such a victory where nobody imagined. Will you become the Chief Minister?
Who said? No one imagined. You see all my records.
Yeah.
3 months back I was on record that my number is 136. Later it changed to 141. I have not changed. Even after all you accept you are in your TV, I think you came up to our expectation.
India Today was the only channel with the exact poll, we could call it.
Yes, you did it.
Yeah.
But that is why I am speaking to you. Otherwise I have not made you sit in my car. Others also, some of them have done. But you and I have seen, there were 3 teams working for me. Apart from my ACC team. A team of journalists, my own political suffragists, and I have some other system last 10 years. Our sample size was very heavy, not like other sample size. So the sample size also is on record. That is why I was very firm.
Well, sir, today with Congress winning, a lot of new faces have also come into the fray. We know that there's a lot of money spent and there's a lot of talk that DK has absolutely backed them. Would you say so? What would you say to all of them?
Nothing. I have not backed anything, not backed anyone.
You have. Because of you, a lot of them have won. Is it not true? Your silence says it all.
I'm the party president, that's all.
So we know you're much more than that. So they also want you to take Congress to 2024, which is why there's a lot of clamor around. We want DK to be KPCC president. We want him to continue. Do you think you'll be able to handle 2 posts, Chief Minister's chair as well as KPCC president?
I don't want. Just don't step into my shoes which is not connected to me. So I'm least bothered about all those issues. My aim is to deliver Karnataka and next 20 seats for Parliament. That's what.
So it's interesting to note how DK Shivakumar, to every question that Nabila actually asks him, talks about his performance, talks about his track record, talks about how he's delivered. And that is the message he's been sending across to the High Command, saying, look, you wanted me to deliver Karnataka to you, I've done it. Now, are you going to ignore the fact that I delivered what I promised to you? And obviously, the Congress High Command will want to send out that message, Nabila, that anyone who delivers for them is duly rewarded.
Surely, and more importantly, DK Shivakumar has financed a good bunch of leaders, at least 20, 30 newcomers, fresh faces in the Congress party. We believe that DK Shivakumar has personally financed through, of course, party funds and also personally backed them. So it will be disappointing if he's really not given a charge as the Chief Minister, because apart from that, he's also worked really hard on ground in strategizing and pulling off this grand showing for the Congress. On that note, still, the Congress High Command is looking at Siddaramaiah as a more fitting man as the Chief Minister's post because of the kind of appeal that he has, and only all the more keeping eyes on 2024. Since 2024, they're hoping to win big in Karnataka's Lok Sabha seats. In fact, Ahinda voters, which Siddaramaiah are usually supporting Siddaramaiah, they're hoping to capitalize on that support for 2024. Let me cut across on the other side of a short break to that report profiling Siddaramaiah, the man and his rise and rise. Do stay tuned to India Today on that note.
a cricket coaching center exclusively for girls. This sports academy in Dharoki village near Patiala is fueling the dreams of girls who aspire to play in the Indian Premier League for women. Gulab Singh Shegil, a policeman, set up the coaching center in his farmland. Shegil, who could not realize his dream of becoming a cricketer, is now training 18 girls for free at the center. From shoes to cricket kit, he takes care of everything. When it started in 2019, the coaching center was open to both girls and boys.
जब दिसंबर स्टार्ट हुआ तो सर्दी बहुत थी, तो खेतों में है यहाँ फिर आपको ठंडी जो हवा थी ज़्यादा होती है, तो लड़के आना बंद हो गए। हाँ, तो लड़कियों ने रेगुलर रखा। डेडिकेशन देख के उनकी हमको लगा ये ओनली लड़कियों को ही चाहिए।
Shegil has hired a cricket coach to ensure his wards get proper training.
यहाँ पे आया, यहाँ पे देखा मैंने, बच्चों का माहौल देखा, बच्चों में पोटेंशियल देखा, तो फिर मैंने सोचा मैं शाम को यहाँ पे जरूर आया करूँगा। तो जब भी मैं पीपीएस से फ्री होता था तो साथ के साथ यहाँ पे आ जाता था, बच्चों के साथ मन लग जाता था, बच्चों को सीखने को मिलता था।
The trainees are already making an impact.
मैं अंडर 19 भी खेली हूँ और अंडर 15 स्टेट कैंप पे भी सिलेक्ट हुआ और अब पटियाला में डिस्ट्रिक्ट में।
सर हमें हर मैच मोहाली दिखाने जा रहे हैं, हमें दिखा रहे हैं तुम्हें कौन कौन सी स्टेज क्लियर करनी है, भी कैसे आगे जाना है तुम लोगों को।
Shegil says he doesn't need monetary help. All he wants is cricketers to come and encourage these budding players. Bureau Report, India Today.
One of the hottest topics in Hollywood lately is the type 2 diabetes drug Ozempic and its fellow semaglutide obesity drug Wegovy. These meds work in the brain to impact satiety and has been trending in Hollywood circles for weight loss. Hate it or take it, everyone is talking about it. Top Chef host Padma Lakshmi advises caution, speaking about the pressure of looking a certain way. Celebrities including Elon Musk and Remy Bader have revealed they use the drug to help trim fat. Khloe Kardashian is upset about speculations of her taking it. For all the hype this one pill has generated, oodles of precaution is needed, is what experts say.
None of the doctors will call them weight loss pills. So they are either insulin resistant pills for insulin resistance or something that indirectly helps in weight loss. So weight loss pill per se is not there, but weight loss you can use certain kinds of insulin reducing or insulin secretion, increasing the secretion of insulin from your pancreas. So it helps in curbing appetite and indirectly losing weight. So yeah, there are different types. So I wouldn't call something a weight loss pill unless it's very specific.
There is also an added risk of these medicines being endorsed by celebrities.
I think a lot of people misguide. There are misguiding, I think, more than the guiding. I think people don't tell the exact way they do it. and for a person who's watching them thinks, oh, this is the right way, but they have to guide properly. Now there are some people who would say, oh, I eat this, I do this and I lose weight, but they're actually doing something completely different. So one should not misguide, because people are looking up to these celebrities, right? So misguiding is more common. Sometimes they'll say, oh, I did this yoga and I lost weight. It's not that easy. There's a mix of many things. People are fasting. Some people are just having makhanas per day. Some people are just having only water fast. So there's a lot of things that goes into a celebrity losing weight than what they tell on the screen. So I think we should be honest.
Medical experts advise a great deal of caution, saying that popping a pill won't solve the problem.
All right, as I'm right here at Siddaramaiah's residence, I see all flexes being erected for Siddaramaiah in his honor, even before the Congress High Command has actually announced Siddaramaiah's name. We see flexes being erected on the tree behind. I'm unfortunately not going to be able to pan because the camera won't move that far. But Akshita, what a disappointment for supporters here. Milk Abhisheka, Hal Abhisheka, which they do to God, they performed here for Siddaramaiah's portrait. And now with the High Command's dilemma and their confusion, it's left a bunch of these supporters here disappointed. They've already dispersed from this area.
And it was the moment that Surjewala made that comment that everything went mute. Till then, there were celebrations across Karnataka. Here too, I saw supporters gathering. All of that dispersed the moment Surjewala made that comment. But does that mean Siddaramaiah won't be the chief minister? Well, the worst scenario for him, if it plays out, is that there's no question of him not being the chief minister. But if the High Command gives in to DK Shivkumar's demand of the first 2 years going to DK and then the next 3 years for Siddaramaiah, there's a big question mark on if that can actually happen. There's been talk about DK Shivkumar, what a big strategist he is, how he's ensured this win for the Karnataka elections. But you cannot, quite simply cannot take away from the role that Siddaramaiah has also had for the Congress in this election in Karnataka. By virtue of simply being this huge influential mass leader, every constituency that he campaigned in, there was a win. Everywhere he went, massive crowds that have gathered. He has cult status, or as I mentioned earlier, with all of those milk abhishekams, the saliva of Karnataka politics, if you will. But that's the stature of Siddaramaiah, one of only 3 chief ministers to complete a full term in Karnataka.
Close to 145 kilometers from Bengaluru at Varuna, celebrations have turned into anticipation. When this constituency was carved out after delimitation in 2008, Siddaramaiah contested from here twice, and people chose him each time. In 2018, he vacated the seat for his son Yatindra and contested from his original seat of Chamundeshwari. He lost it. In 2023, for his last electoral battle, he came back to Varuna and won it with a margin of 46,000, defeating his BJP rival V. Somanna. On 13th May, there was a celebration all around. Now Varuna waits in anticipation whether their chosen MLA gets to become the CM for the second time.
The MLAs voted in favor of me. That is what I felt while assessing the situation yesterday. And most of the MLAs, they wanted me to be the Chief Minister of Karnataka.
On May 13th, 2013, Sri Kantirava Stadium was buzzing with fanfare and celebrations. There were 50,000 people who had gathered there. They had come to witness the swearing-in ceremony of the 22nd Chief Minister of Karnataka. The one who would lead the state after the Congress swept to power with a comfortable majority. Siddaramaiah was being sworn in as the CM of Karnataka. He went on to become the second Chief Minister of Karnataka to serve a full term. This time, once again, he hopes that he is the chosen one.
I am confident. I am confident of winning. I am confident of taking more votes. And I think I have all the confidence in High Command.
Believer in social justice and a family man is how the Twitter profile of Siddaramaiah describes him. The 75-year-old heavyweight was born into a Kuruba family in a small village of Mysore. From grazing cattle as a young boy in the village to the top echelons of state politics, Siddaramaiah has come a long way. With no formal school education to begin with, he later went on to study law at the prestigious Mysore University. Deep-rooted in the Janata Parivar, Siddaramaiah was known for his anti-Congress stance. But in a turn of events in 2006, he decided to join Congress when he was expelled for differences with his mentor and then JDS chief H.D. Devagowda. This decision played a pivotal role in his political career. More than a decade and a half later, he once again aspires to become the Chief Minister of Karnataka before he retires from electoral politics.
All right, well, we've seen that of Siddaramaiah. DK Shivakumar is a man who's really managed to strategize this party's future to such an extent that the Congress got 136 seats here in Karnataka, a thumping majority, and that's only why that he is known as a Chanakya for the Congress here in Karnataka. Now, he may be having his back against the wall at this point, but DK Shivakumar is really not someone who will go down without a fight. All the way from striking a tad bit of humility right after the victory for the Congress to, at this point, almost digging in his heels and making the High Command quite clear, making it known to the High Command very clear that he is a CM aspirant, and not just that, will not settle for anything less than the Chief Minister's post. DK Shivakumar has been through quite a lot in the last few days. Let's have a quick look at what's transpired.
From Bengaluru to New Delhi, the Karnataka Congress chief finally undertook the over 2,000-kilometer journey 96 hours after he led his party to election victory. He's made no bones about being a contender for the Chief Minister chair. But with Siddaramaiah tipped to be the front-runner, DK Shivakumar, who was summoned to Delhi, made his intention clear.
I will not backstab also. I will not blackmail also.
Since the landslide victory, an unwell DK Shivakumar has been camping in Bengaluru. But on his birthday, it seemed like his wish to become Chief Minister wasn't coming true.
We all have given an undertaking that we will go by the High Command, leave it to the matter to the High Command. There I stand.
Earlier on Monday, DK even declared that he has the majority.
A man, a single man with courage makes a majority. I have proved it.
The last few days have been a roller coaster ride for DK Shivakumar. On Saturday, he finally gave in to emotions, a rare scene for the seasoned politician like him. But even in the euphoric celebration of a win, an emotional momentary slip, DKS remained the Chanakya who didn't get swayed by his supporters' elation. He knows that the battle was won through united effort, and this is not the moment for individual glory. That's the classic move of DK Shivakumar. He is ever conscious of the present ground reality and remains unperturbed in the face of adversities. Right before the Karnataka poll dates were announced, the Congress grassroots leader was embroiled in a controversy over a video going viral where he can be seen throwing cash in a rally. Instead of being defensive, he turned the tables and the poll narrative. The Congress state chief counter-attacked the sitting BJP government for alleged corrupt practices.
Bommai, I don't know, he has to tell about 8 crores of money seized in his own MLA. That he has to answer. He has not answered. The Prime Minister has not answered. He has to answer on 40% commission. He has to answer on PSA scam, which he was the Home Minister. He is the father of corruption in Karnataka.
This Vokaliga leader of Congress has achieved a win that shadows his mentor SM Krishna's record win of 1999. DK Shivakumar is not only SM Krishna's protege but also part of his family after his daughter married the latter's grandson Amartya. In 2023, he emerged as the powerful Congress Vokaliga leader with pan-Karnataka appeal and grassroots organizational capabilities. Bureau Report, India Today.
You know, Akshita, looking at DK Shivakumar's rise in the party and the way he's worked so hard for the Congress and the Gandhi family, he's an absolute loyalist. He does have a great affection from the High Command, and the Gandhi family you know, he is a blue-eyed boy for them. They love DK Shivakumar and really admire the way he has strategized this victory for the party. But at the same time, the Congress is very well aware of the kind of mass support and a mass leader that Siddaramaiah is. What a dilemma that the Congress is now left in, and it's going to be the most excruciating 48 hours for Kannadigas and all those people who voted here in the state, waiting for a chief minister. That cloud continues to remain.
So it's a decision choosing between a strategist and your mass leader on the ground. And it's not an easy one, clearly, for the Congress High Command, which is why day after day they're continuing to hold these meetings, these huddles. And so far, there's been no outcome. Come tomorrow, if this drama still persists, we promise here on India Today to be on the ground and get you all the updates from both Bengaluru and Delhi. But for the moment, this is Nabila and me signing off as we continue to get you the latest updates on the big CM suspense in Karnataka. We on the ground will get you those updates. Thanks for the moment for tuning in. Good night.
Kashmir and Himachal are where you see apple orchards in India. This orchard is in Uttar Pradesh's Ghazipur. Sunil Kushwaha is growing Himachali apples in his farm during off-season at a time when temperatures rise up to 48 degrees Celsius.
ये जो सेब की वैरायटी है, ये 48 डिग्री के टेम्परेचर में भी सर्वाइव कर लेता है और इसमें अहम योगदान एक हिमाचल प्रदेश के बहुत ही बहुचर्चित साइंटिस्ट हैं, वैज्ञानिक हैं, हरमन शर्मा जी का। हरमन शर्मा जी ने इजाद किया और एक वैरायटी निकाली अपने नाम से ही, हरमन 99, हरमन 99 के नाम से।
Kushwaha says he was inspired to grow apples when he heard the fruit was being cultivated in a village adopted by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
इसके प्रेरणा स्रोत हमारे एक पीडीआई के प्रयागराज के अथॉरिटी डेवलपमेंट के एक जेई हैं, शशि प्रकाश सिंह। बनारस में एक गांव है जिसे मोदी जी ने गोद ले रखा है। तो जब गोद लिया था उन्होंने, जब यहाँ से
House here, you don't know.
Okay. You don't know? No, anything.
But
again, sir, I would just my last question to you, sir.
No.
Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? So you are going to be the next CM of Karnataka? Mobile to hataao aage se. Okay. So Okay, we'll let you have this thing. Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Chalo. Let's move behind, okay? Thank you.
Then nothing, just pranam, that's all.
Sir, how long it will take to take decisions?
So the Congress is still a united front right now.
I mean, are you going to Bangalore today, sir?
I don't know.
Okay, are you staying in Delhi today?
Don't worry, I will not leave. I have a house here, you don't know.
Okay. You don't know? No, anything.
But,
But again, sir, I would just my last question to you, sir. Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? So you are going to be the next CM of Karnataka? Okay. So we'll let you have this thing later. Thank you so much, sir. Okay.
Nothing, just pranam, that's all.
Sir, how long?
DK Shivakumar, in a rare moment, you can be seen smiling. His body language seems a little more confident. There seems to be an awareness that his power play has had an impact on delaying a decision by the Congress party. Remember, up until about noon today, the Congress party was all set to declare its decision and make an announcement by about 6 p.m. today. About 1 hour ago, that decision was supposed to have been announced. But DK Shivakumar has basically said nothing doing. Nothing less than Chief Minister first is acceptable to him. He's not willing to bend. He's a loyal soldier, but he's basically read the Riot Act to the Congress High Command and said, either you make me the Chief Minister first in a rotational system, or I am happy to sit quietly as an ordinary MLA until you take that decision. I will not be Deputy Chief Minister, and I will not be Chief Minister for the on the second rotate after Siddaramaiah completes the first 2 years. So DK Shivakumar basically raising the stakes on the Congress party.
Any message to your cadre?
No. Don't fall under it, please.
Sir, I comment in the green signal,
Surjewala ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ
ಜನತೆಗೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬಯಸ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಇಂಥ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ
So one official comment from DK Shivakumar पूरे दिन आप एक बार फिर से कावेरी DK Shivakumar आज पहले राहुल गांधी से मिले, उसके बाद
Sir, how long it will take to take decisions?
So the Congress is still a united front right now. I mean,
are you going to Bangalore today, sir?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you staying in Delhi today?
Don't worry, I will not leave. I have a house here, you don't know.
Okay, sir. You are not no, anything. But again, sir, I would just my last question to you, sir.
No.
Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? So you are going to be the next CM of Karnataka? Okay. So we'll let you have this thing later. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's move behind, okay? Thank you.
Nothing, just pranam, that's all.
Sir, how long?
Suspense continues. DK Shivakumar, after many meetings, the deadlock still there, nothing coming out. Let's try and listen in. DK Shivakumar speaking to the press. Many questions being asked. One primarily also, that is he going to stick to his demand of being the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? He's got really nothing to say. When asked, is he going to be leaving for Karnataka this evening? Says, I don't quite know what lies ahead. Let's once again listen in to DK Shivakumar.
Nothing, just pranam, that's all.
Sir, how long it will take to take decisions?
So the Congress is still a united front right now. I mean,
Are you going to Bangalore today, sir?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you staying in Delhi today?
Don't worry, I will not leave. I have a house here, you don't know.
Okay, sir. You are not. No, anything.
But
But again, sir, my last question to you, sir.
No.
Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka?
So you are going to be the next CM of Karnataka? Okay.
Okay, we'll let you have this thing. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let's move behind, okay? Thank you.
DK Shivakumar practically ambushed by the eager media inside a lift that what it seems like. When asked, is he leaving for Karnataka this evening? First he says, I don't know, and then he says, I have a house here. In all probability, DK Shivakumar, like Siddaramaiah, would be staying put in Delhi until and unless there's a resolution of what we are getting in, that DK Shivakumar has dug in his heels. What next? That's the big question, but let's quickly cut across to the latest news break that's coming in, and that's the inside scoop on what's going on. Congress is in no hurry now to announce the Chief Minister of Karnataka. No announcement for the next 48 hours. Status quo will remain. Consultation process over the next 2 days on who would lead the government. Both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar will stay in the national capital. They'll be right here. Both leaders told to refrain from making any statements to the press or overtures that may cause embarrassment to the party. All options are now on the table. Drawing consensus is the main objective. Both leaders have refused to relent. So options and formulas right now being worked out. Both leaders dug in their heels. Earlier this afternoon, there seemed to be, at least where the Congress was concerned, a consensus building that it would be Siddaramaiah. Lots of meetings were on to try and persuade DK Shivakumar to possibly take the Deputy CM chair in plum portfolios. He's saying nothing doing, nothing like it. Lots of meetings still on. Till the afternoon, there was an indication tomorrow would be the swearing in for the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. That's not happening now. For the next 48 hours, status quo. No decision which would be made. Both leaders been told to be very wary of their words and not embarrass the party. And that could explain what we're going to show you. DK Shivakumar, usually quite open where the media is concerned, refusing to say anything at all. But listen in, DK Shivakumar practically ambushed by the press inside a lift.
Please, are you being made the chief?
Things are getting...
See, I have to go down, I say.
Okay.
I'm hungry, I did not get anything to eat.
Sir, we also did not have anything to eat, sir. So that's why we want you to at least say something, sir.
I am not commenting anything. You people are commenting lot of things. You do whatever you want.
Sir, what discussion you had with Mr. Kharge and Mr. Gandhi?
Nothing, no discussion, nothing, just pranam, that's all.
Sir, how long it will take to take decisions?
So the Congress is still a united front right now. I mean,
are you going to Bangalore today, sir?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you staying in Delhi today?
Don't worry, I will not leave. I have a house here, you don't know.
Okay, sir. You are not. No, anything.
But
But again, sir, my last question to you, sir.
No.
Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka? Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka?
So you are going to be the next CM of Karnataka? Okay.
Okay, we'll let you have this thing. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
DK Shivakumar being his affable best, but really not saying much. Understandably, the party is given strict instructions to both Mr. Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar to not say anything that embarrasses the party. So what's really going down? What we can confirm, after multiple meetings with various stakeholders, both leaders, be it DK Shivakumar or Mr. Siddaramaiah, will be staying put in the national capital. No decision for the next 48 hours. Cutting across to Amit Bhardwaj, joining us live from DK Suresh's residence, and Sagai Raj as well. More so, Rahul Srivastava, our National Affairs Editor, will also be joining us in a short while. Amit,
it seems the lot of reporters practically ambushed DK Shivakumar in the elevator of DK Suresh's residence, his own brother. He said he was hungry, clearly didn't get fed in his multiple meetings. But that's all that we got from DK Shivakumar. He's hungry and he has a house here. That would mean he's staying put in the national capital.
Well, Preeti, I did ask him in the elevator itself, is Congress United Front even now? And the response that is coming constantly is don't worry. So these are the words, is hungry, don't worry, he's going to stay. That's the indication out here. In fact, the commotion at Kaveri right now continues because the DK Shivakumar supporters are out here. And along with that, many of the legislators, lawmakers, Congress spokespersons are in the national capital, trying to get a sense as to what is happening right now. I also have Aga Sultan, the KPCC spokesperson with me. Sir, how do you see the entire situation right now? Because the people in Karnataka who voted, who gave you a decisive mandate, are waiting for the chief minister to take oath, but the entire action has shifted to the national capital.
See, in democracy, we have to seek opinion of everybody, you see, the legislatures, the leaders. So that process is taking a little time. I think Mr. Surjewala ji has given a press statement today. God willing, tonight or by tomorrow, it will be very clear.
Okay. I'm given to understand today Mr. DK Shivakumar met Rahul Gandhi. After that, he met Congress President Mr. Kharge for 2 hours. And now I'm given to understand that he has gone to meet Mr. Surjewala. What could be the agenda of this meeting?
The agenda of the meeting is simple, I mean, see, there are two persons here, Mr. DK Shivakumar, the Honorable President, and the CLP leader, Mr. Siddaramaiah. So it is nothing but, everybody has worked hard together. It's a teamwork. So everybody, each one wants the power. So there's nothing wrong in each one claiming the CMship. But definitely it will be judiciously taken care by the High Command and Mr. Mallikarjun.
Battle, Mr. Shivakumar taking the charge, will that help the Congress party in Karnataka?
Sorry, come again?
2024 battle, if Mr. Shivakumar is made the chief minister, will that help the Congress party in Karnataka?
See, let me tell you one thing. Mr. Shivakumar, in the last 3 years, has been an excellent president with great organizational capacity. And with his experience of organization, and this is one question which I would like not to mention.
All right, these are images that are coming in from DK Suresh's residence. Well, this is DK Shivakumar in a huddle with MLAs that support DK Shivakumar. We're going to blow that picture big. Those are some of the key members of the Congress that won big ticket when it came down to the victory that has been won by the Congress. Let's take you through with some of the leaders that are sitting right next to DK Shivakumar, namely Narendra Swamy, Bellur Gopala Krishna, Ravi Kumar Ganiga, Virendra Pappi, Balakrishna, A.C. Srinivas are some of the leaders that have travelled all the way from Karnataka as a support team of DK Shivakumar. DK Shivakumar has said it might not be the majority of the lot of 135 MLAs, but he does enjoy substantive support from a number of MLAs, and some of them now travelling with DK Shivakumar. These are visuals coming in from inside DK Suresh's residence, who's DK Shivakumar's brother. He has a house in Delhi, and that is where DK Shivakumar is going to stay put at least for the next 48 hours. I want to quickly bring in Rahul Srivastav. Multiple twists and turns, Rahul. Till the afternoon, it seemed that the dust had settled, at least on the name. But now, what was seemingly that Siddaramaiah will be taking oath tomorrow, nothing like that. The Congress has gone back, maybe not to the drawing board, but to consultations for the next 48 hours. What we are hearing, status quo, no word.
Vijay, I think what has happened in Rajasthan and what has happened in Chhattisgarh is having an impact in Karnataka. DK Shivakumar, which it seemed like it was a large balancing act by the Congress party till yesterday, something very important has happened. That DK Shivakumar wants assurances. He does not want to be a Sachin Pilot or T.S. Singh Deo. What does that mean? It means that DK Shivakumar says that if he's not made chief minister, what are the guarantees? What and when, some kind of a timeline, can the Congress provide him that? So the first demand is chief ministership. If not that, proper assurances. Now, how does the Congress go about that? Now, interestingly, while this debate has been happening and everybody thought that talking to the stakeholders is a good element. But the strong word that it could well be Siddaramaiah, in fact, has led to a bit of a problem in Karnataka, that the leaders who were till yesterday talking about united colors of Karnataka are suddenly saying they are taking sides. So there is a very strong division now emerging as far as the leaders are concerned. Those who are with Sidda are backing Sidhu, Mr. Siddaramaiah. Those are with DK Shivakumar backing him. As you said, some of them are coming to Delhi to root for their leader. Eventually, what the Congress is trying to do also, while it is talking to leaders here, to talk to the MLAs who have been elected. How far will they go and back their leader, or eventually to ensure that they stay in power, there are no splits in the party, there is no trouble, they will back what the High Command decides. Once they have an assurance that more than majority are backing the High Command, I think a decision may be coming then.
All right, stay with us, Rahul. I want to quickly cut across to my colleague Sagai Raj. Sagai, just a short while back, you were at a place where celebrations were rife for Siddaramaiah's coronation tomorrow. None of that happening now for the next 48 hours. A little preemptive.
Absolutely, there was celebration in Siddaramaiah's residence, and also there was arrangement which was being made at Kantirva Stadium for oath-taking ceremony. There were deputy commissioner, there were a traffic police commissioner who were at Kantirva Stadium, who took stock of the situation. They also cordoned the area. They were trying to deploy the police, and there were also arrangements of red carpet, tables, chairs and everything, but everything was put on hold after a while, where there were instructions given by the contractor not to continue with the work unless they get the next instruction. I mean, this is a clear indication that nothing going to happen for next 48 hours. Our sources also told us that they are trying to work the modalities, what will be DK Shivakumar will be getting, and how what Siddaramaiah will be offered, because whatever the proposal which was already given, both of them have refused, and they are working with the new proposals. So we need to wait and watch whether both the leaders will abide by the AICC proposal, which will be again done in the drawing rooms of the party members.
Well, never a dull moment when it comes to politics. Guys, stay with us. Once again, viewers, I want to take you through the next news break. DK Shivakumar might have been hungry. He wanted to eat. Let's hope Randeep Singh Surjewala, the Karnataka in charge of Congress, is going to give him some food, because DK Shivakumar has reached the residence of Randeep Singh Surjewala, Karnataka in charge of the Congress, who ran a tight campaign, kept both of his war horses together, but post-poll, it all has a little different. Randeep Singh Surjewala earlier on had met Mr. Siddaramaiah and now meeting DK Shivakumar. Want to quickly cut across to my colleague Rahul Gautam, who's joining us with the latest on what's... All right, we don't have Rahul Gautam. We're going to try and cut across to him as well. But the latest now coming in that DK Shivakumar has now gone ahead to meet Randeep Singh Surjewala. Lots of consultations, permutations, combinations being offered. But till now, everything has been outrightly rejected when it came down to both leaders, be it Mr. Siddaramaiah or DK Shivakumar. Rahul Srivastav, the more the delay, the more the decision hangs fire, the more complicated the situation could become. Already you have MLAs who are flying in from Karnataka to Delhi to support their respective camps. Already you have MLAs, and Sagai will vouch for that, in Karnataka, who've now thrown in their hat for plum posts, where, plum cabinet posts are concerned. It seems that the proverbial High Command now needs to make a decision quickly.
Yes, Preeti, I think this whole crisis is because Mr. DK Shivakumar wants either the chief minister post or an assurance that he will be there soon. Now, in that, there is a bit of a problem that still yesterday, there were some leaders I was speaking to, they were talking about unity, and barely 1 hour back, I was speaking to one very senior leader and from Karnataka, and he said that Siddaramaiah had it good always. The moment he joined, he became chief minister. He has been he was given, in fact, he's one of the second only in Karnataka history chief minister to complete a full term since 2013 to 2018. And this is a time he should step back like Sonia Gandhi did in 2004. This is the kind of, I think, what time is doing, the delay is doing, It is creating greater fissures. Old fault lines are erupting. And that's why I say that the Congress needs to seal this deal very quickly. A senior leader has told me that effort is on to ascertain what next if in case the High Command does make a choice and there is a possibility that one of them does not disagree. I think the eventual action of the MLAs, what the MLAs decide, if they back the High Command, I think then only the Congress may be taking a decision which might be unacceptable to one of them.
But Rahul Srivastava, and I want to bring in Sagai as well into this conversation. When it comes down to a High Command and when it comes down facing off where a decision is concerned with regional satraps, we've seen how it has gone down. For example, in Rajasthan, when the CLP was called, the MLAs decided to completely go against what the High Command whip was. Now, Sagai, could that be a possibility where Karnataka is concerned? You have two very strong regional satrap leaders, Siddaramaiah, DK Shivakumar. If the High Command makes a decision and it's not agreeable to one side of the two, could the MLAs then, instead of standing behind the High Command, stand behind one of those leaders?
Absolutely, and that is one of the fears that why High Command is taking its own time to chart out between these two people. DK Shivakumar has also cited that there might be a similar kind of situation which has happened in Rajasthan, and that is one of the reasons that why DK Shivakumar is hell-bent that whatever the decision that AICC is trying to take, they need to make public. For an example, if an offer has been given that Siddaramaiah will be made Chief Minister for 2 years and DK Shivakumar for next 3 years, the first 2 years will be Siddaramaiah and next 3 years will be DK Shivakumar. If you are trying to work these kind of modalities and this is the kind of proposal that they are going to give, you make it announcement. They make a public announcement where public is quite aware about it. But the AICC say that we cannot make this as a public announcement because for all obvious reasons. But DK Shivakumar says that I might not get that 3 years if he is there for 2 years where people, MLAs might not support, or a similar kind of situation which has happened in Rajasthan might replicate in Karnataka, and DK Shivakumar might be a next Sachin pilot. So fearing of in apprehension of all these things, that is the DK Shivakumar has demanded AICC to make it public, or else make him the Chief Minister in the first tenure.
Well, we're going to keep the spotlight on maximum twists and turns. If, the Karnataka elections was high octane on steroids, well, the aftermath befitting what the campaign was. Who will be the next Chief Minister? Well, till this afternoon, we thought we had a name, Siddaramaiah, but that's not happening. After days of suspense over the new Chief Minister of Karnataka, the Congress still has not zeroed in on their pick, refusing to announce the decision for the next 48 hours. Meanwhile, according to sources, what we are given to understand, that it was Mr. Siddaramaiah who, at least, even if there was a power-sharing formula, was to kickstart the power-sharing formula with his 2 years, and then maybe DK Shivakumar with his next 3 years coming in. But how is it all panned out? Here's more.
The Karnataka chief ministerial race is in its last lap, but the Congress has still not made its pick. Sources tell India Today that Siddaramaiah, the 75-year-old Congress warhorse, is the first choice to wear the Karnataka crown.
The Congress party is committed to giving a clean, transparent and responsible government. And it's only a matter of today or tomorrow, and we will have a new leader of the Congress legislature party. Within next 48 to 72 hours, we'll have a new cabinet in Karnataka.
Siddu supporters are hopeful, holding milk-pouring rituals on the veterans' posters, dancing and bursting crackers.
ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಹೌದು ಮೇಡಮ್. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಅಹಿಂದ ವರ್ಗದ ನಾಯಕ ಮೇಡಮ್. ಇಡೀ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನಂತ ನಾಯಕರು ಬೇಕು ಮೇಡಮ್.
Meanwhile, DK Shivakumar has rubbished the claims, calling all reports untrue.
ನೀವು ಯಾವುದು ಸತ್ಯ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೋಗಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಾನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು.
The Congress leadership is considering rotation of chief ministers. The first 2 years for Siddaramaiah and then the remaining 3 years for DK Shivakumar. The state party chief, however, is unwilling to budge and has rejected the deputy chief minister's post for the time being. Sources say Shivakumar wants the first shot at power. His supporters protested outside the Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge's residence in Delhi.
DK Shivakumar born bed है, birth blood है और डाई कांग्रेस है. क्यों ऐसा कर रहे हैं? उनको नहीं दिया तो हाईकमांड बहुत गलत कर रहे हैं. कर्नाटक युवक का लोग पूरा DK शिवकुमार से साथ में है. उनको धोखा दिया तो सब लोग को धोखा दिया. कैसा ऐसा है? उसका सीएम बनना पड़ेगा. नहीं तो पहले कैसा हो गया था कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट, कांग्रेस कैसा था पहले परिस्थिति, ऐसा परिस्थिति आएगा फिर फ्यूचर में.
As Siddaramaiah supporters erupted in joy across Karnataka. Meanwhile, preparations for the oath-taking ceremony at the Kantirava Stadium in Bengaluru have been halted for the moment.
Government officials have asked them to stop unless they don't get the next instruction. They should not continue their work because it was on a fast phase because they have to complete the work by tomorrow afternoon, but now it has been halted. You can see here, these are the barricades which has been removed. It was all put here. Now it has been removed, and unless they get the next instructions from the government officials as well as from the contractors, the crews have asked not to continue with the work.
Sir, when final decision will be taken, sir?
Will the Congress gambit of rewarding one satrap at the cost of another pay off? Or will it lead to more rumblings? With Sagai Raj in Bengaluru and Nagarjun Dwarkanath in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
So all those celebrations preemptive, the stadium where the authorities coming in, prepping for the oath-taking ceremony, hold it for the next 48 hours. There's no word coming in. Right now, the latest is that DK Shivakumar is in conversation with Randeep Singh Surjewala, Karnataka in charge of the Congress. Multiple meetings have gone down. No result till now. Quick break to stay with us on the other side to the point.
ChatGPT become your lawyer? Can generative AI chatbots replace human lawyers? Well, these questions have become a big concern for the lawyer community and law students around the world. The fire was fueled further with the launch of AI tools like Do Not Pay. Do Not Pay is the world's first robo-lawyer. Founded by Joshua Browder, a Stanford University computer scientist, Do Not Pay is an AI legal services chatbot meant to help people deal with minor legal issues such as late fees, fines and traffic tickets. As of March 2023, Do Not Pay has been used in 250,000 cases and won 160,000 of them, with a success rate of 64%. Now, the company and its founder have been sued. And it's not just one lawsuit. Multiple cases pointing various errors have been filed, where the robo-lawyer, instead of pleading not guilty, pleaded guilty. In one of the cases, it did not notify its client about a hearing. There are other cases of blunders as well. But more importantly, the AI chatbot is being sued for practicing law without a license, which is mandatory for human lawyers. Despite legal hurdles, other artificial intelligence chatbots are popping up. Allen & Overy, an international M&A firm, introduced Harvey, a chatbot to help with research and extraction of clauses, a job which is primarily for freshers in a law firm. Interestingly, it has been named after the protagonist of a popular legal drama, Suits. Ironically, this comes at a time when the company is experiencing high attrition rate.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Rajnikant films are not just a treat for cine lovers, but are also known to mint fortunes at the ticket counters. The superstar not only creates magic on screen, but the box office collection of his films is magical too. 2.0. This Tamil language 3D sci-fi action thriller could easily be Rajnikant's one of the highest grossing films, with it crossing the 700 crore mark at the global box office. Directed by S. Shankar, Rajnikant returned as Chitti in 2019 and fans love to see him as Robot yet again.
I am Chitti, reloaded, version 2.0.
It was made on an estimated budget of rupees 570 crores. 2.0 also featured Akshay Kumar in a prominent role. Kabali. Kabali is the second film on the list. Rolled out in theatres in 2016, this action drama featured the story of a gangster popularly known as Kabali, who after being released from prison for falsely accused, seeks revenge on the ones who had wronged him. Directed by Paranjeet, this film was mounted on a budget of over 100 crore rupees and went on to earn rupees 275 crores globally. Kabali was not well received by critics, but what worked in its favor was the Rajnikant factor. Enthiran. Enthiran is one of Rajnikant's all-time blockbuster for all the right reasons. With its VFX, concept and the performances, this sci-fi thriller was way ahead of its time, and Shankar had created magic along with Talaivar in 2010. Aishwarya Rai Bachchan played the female lead in the film. Made on a budget of over 100 crore rupees, the film grossed approximately 290 crores worldwide. Petta.
20 பேர் அனுப்பி வச்சேன் எல்லாரையும் அடிச்சு துவைச்சிட்டான் யாரா அவ
பேர் காளி. Rajnikant's yet another highest grosser is Petta, which hit cinemas in 2019.
ஒருத்தனே யாரோ ஹாஸ்டல் வாடனா மரண காட்டு காட்டானே
The film was directed by Kartik Subbaraj and was another action drama in Rajnikant's kitty. Petta followed the story of a hostel warden named Kali. Made on a budget of 135 crore rupees, it minted over 220 crores at the global box office. Petta also featured Vijay Sethupathi and Nawazuddin Siddiqui in key roles.
உங்களுக்கு கம்ஃபர்ட்டபிளா இல்லனா நீங்க கண்ண மூடிக்கலாம்.
ஐயோ இது நல்லா இருக்கு.
Powered by Voltas Pure Air 6-stage adjustable AC. Co-powered by American Tourister, born to cross boundaries. Co-powered by The World Comes Together at Sharda University. Blue Star Fast Cooling AC.
Good evening, I'm Preeti Chaudhary and you're watching To The Point. The suspense on who will be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka continues. If the pre-poll campaign was on steroids, the post-poll scenario is no different. Twists, turns, multiple meetings, permutations, combinations offered, rejected by both leaders, be it Mr. Siddaramaiah or DK Shivakumar. So what we are getting in till the afternoon, what seemed at that point of time was a picture emerging of the man on your screen, Siddaramaiah, to be the next Chief Minister. Well, celebrations had broken out at his residence in Karnataka, Bengaluru. A stadium was being decked up for his coronation tomorrow. All of that now on hold because it seems Mr. DK Shivakumar has dug in his heels. Whatever has been offered to him, which is short of the Chief Minister's chair, has been rejected. So what happens to DK Shivakumar, who, by the way, as I speak, is in a meeting with the Karnataka Congress chief, Randeep Singh Surjewala?
One man, two contrasting images. From basking in the glory of a landslide victory to playing hardball. DK Shivakumar's body language transformed from gladiatorial to submissive. After putting his hand up for the top job in Karnataka, the Karnataka Congress chief has been camping in Delhi since Tuesday. Shivakumar met Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge once again on Wednesday morning. The meeting lasted for over 2 hours. Before that, he also met Rahul Gandhi, as did his arch rival Siddaramaiah. After a morning of hectic meetings, Shivakumar finally smiled.
ನೀವು ಯಾವುದು ಸತ್ಯ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೋಗಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು.
While Siddaramaiah was front-runner to be named the Chief Minister by 5 p.m. on Wednesday, the tables had turned. A defiant DK Shivakumar rejected the post of Deputy Chief Minister and ruled out any compromise rotational Chief Minister formula. For now, DK Shivakumar will settle for nothing less than the Chief Minister's chair. With Nagarjun Dwarkanath and Mausami Singh in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
So it is this man, DK Shivakumar, who's standing in between Siddaramaiah's coronation tomorrow. That's not happening. For the next 48 hours, the Congress will not announce a Chief Minister of Karnataka. Well, where does that leave the proverbial high command? Well, every passing hour, every passing day will complicate the situation. Practically the reason why there are other MLAs, other community leaders who've thrown in their hat for plum postings. Many MLAs have flown to the national capital to show allegiance to either of these two very, very strong regional satraps. So is the High Command complicating the situation more by waiting in and getting these 48 hours? Or instead of what we saw go down in a state like Rajasthan or Chhattisgarh, where till now you have one faction which was promised a share fair of power, but that power was undelivered, is now disgruntled, especially in Rajasthan. Does the High Command want to make it sure, a watertight case where both factions go back to Karnataka happy. What happens to DK Shivakumar? I want to cut across right now to our reporters. Joining me from DK Shivakumar's residence is Amit Bhardwaj, where he did speak a short while ago to DK Shivakumar, practically ambushed him with the media in the elevator where he said, listen, I'm hungry. Right after that, he's gone to Mr. Surjewala's residence. Will he be given some food? Well, that aside, will he be given another set of assurances? I want to cut across to Moshmi Singh, who's now joining us from Kharge's residence, because ultimately he's also the Congress president. Moshmi, multiple meetings. What does the scenario look like right now? Afternoon seemed to be Siddaramaiah, next CM. All of that's changed in the last few hours.
Preeti, I can tell you since morning I've been running in circles from 10 Janpat to 10 Rajaji Marg, and now here at 3 Talkatora Road, where Randeep Singh Surjewala is actually meeting DK Shivakumar. So this meeting going on for more than half an hour. We are told he arrived here around 7 p.m. So that's what's happening throughout the day. And hopefully, as Randeep Singh Surjewala assured the media and in turn the public of Karnataka, that by tomorrow there would be a name out, there would be an announcement, and everything depends on what DK Shivakumar, the strong man of the Congress party in Karnataka, who was holding the fortress for the Congress, the troubleshooter of the Congress party, actually agrees upon, because now it's out in the open, not like in the morning that DK Shivakumar is very unhappy over the turn of events in the past 2 days and all the celebrations erupting in Bengaluru. So we'll have to wait and see. Perhaps a compromise formula being worked on. I already told you, Preeti, yesterday that this was the formula that was being talked about in Bengaluru had both the leaders agreed. But they were suspicious of the umpires, and now the umpire is actually 10 Rajaji Marg in tandem with 10 Janpat. We'll have to see what deal is actually struck.
All right, we'll have to see what deal is actually struck. Whatever that deal is, at least for the next day or two, it's not going to be made public. That's what we have been given to understand. Cutting across to Amit Bhardwaj from DK Suresh's residence. Amit, a short while ago, a batch of MLAs had come in from Karnataka in conversation with DK Shivakumar. A bit of muscle flexing with those pictures being released.
Well, right, Preeti. But what we are also picking up from the DK Shivakumar camp is that, the sources within the DK camp are saying that, he was offered a formula, a rotational formula of 2+3, where which meant that Siddaramaiah will be made Chief Minister for the first 2 years and he'll be his deputy. And after that, DK Shivakumar will be made the Chief Minister for 3 years, which the Deputy Chief Minister proposal DK Shivakumar is unhappy about. He has not settled down for that. And along with that, there's a very strong argument coming up from the DK camp as well. They are saying that because of DK Shivakumar, the Vocaliga vote bank consolidated in favor of the Congress party, and that can be seen in the vote share of reduction in the vote share of JDS and the increase in the vote share of the Congress party. So the argument that the DK camp is making right now is that ahead of the 2024 elections, the Congress vote bank can be consolidated, and along with that, Vocaliga vote banks would shift to the Congress party if DK Shivakumar is made the Chief Minister. So clearly a long-term strategy being put forward to support the argument that DK Shivakumar should be made the Chief Minister. So I'm sure that these arguments must have been also read out to the Congress High Command during the several meetings which have happened since yesterday. Preeti.
Well, till now, DK Shivakumar has dug in his heels. He's not taking in anything, agreeing to anything other than the Chief Minister's chair. And even if it is a rotational power-sharing formula, he will begin that. He will begin his term first, which is not agreeable where Mr. Siddaramaiah is concerned. I want to cut across to our Bangalore reporter, Sagai Raj, who's joining us, as well as Shubhi Mol, who's joining us from Varuna, where comes Mr. Siddaramaiah. And that is where he's won a mandate thumpingly there. But Sagai, a short while ago, there was a stadium that was being decked up. The local authorities were all there. Plans afoot of a coronation tomorrow, everything on hold.
Absolutely. Oath-taking ceremony was supposed to happen at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow, and there were instructions which was being given by the government officials to prepare the entire stadium for the oath-taking ceremony. There were barricades, there were podium which was being set up, there were red carpets and green carpet which was being laid for the guests. Unfortunately, the contractors have asked the crew member to stop their work. Even the police control room have instructed all the police personnel not to report.
Cut across back to Randeep Singh Surjewala's residence. Sorry, Sagai, I'm interrupting you there primarily. You've got DK Shivakumar and Randeep Singh Surjewala coming out, a handshake there. All right, over to you, Maushmi.
Right, Preeti, here you can see Randeep Singh Surjewala and DK Shivakumar coming out from the same house but not sitting in the same car. So both going different ways or both going to one way? Are they both heading to Kharge? Randeep Singh Surjewala, though, has given a very, sir, you seem to be very angry and upset in the afternoon with the media. What's the position now?
I'm not at all upset. I've already issued. Please, last time also you broke my car.
No, we don't intend to break your car. We just want to know what should the people of Karnataka expect from the Congress.
I have just issued a statement. Please look at my statement. I've just issued it.
You put out a tweet, you are saying. Well, can you read your tweet, sir, please?
No, please read that, and that's what we have to say at this time. Thank you.
Randeep Singh Surjewala saying that he's put out a tweet. Are you heading to Kharge's house, sir? All right. That's... Sir, you haven't put down the window for me. That's not fair, sir. Sir, come on. Sir, at least the people of Karnataka want to know what's happening. DK, sir. DK, sir, there you are. And Preeti yet again, we'll be chasing them. DK, sir. Sir, एक बारी. Sir, शीशा तो नीचे कीजिए. DK, sir. सर किधर जा रहे हैं ये तो बता दीजिए किधर जा रहे हैं खरगे राजा जी आप लोग पीछे बैठे so here you are and we will be trying to chase them.
Okay, Maushmi, we're going to come right back to you. I just want to take our viewers through the statement which Randeep Singh Surjewala was saying that he's issued, he's tweeted out. Interesting. I want to take our viewers through. So what he's doing is he's lamenting where the press is concerned, that, certain sections of the media are trying to create a story where there isn't none. Then he's gone ahead, viewers, and recounted the number of incidents and times where the BJP took more than 7 days to install a chief minister in a state, starting from Assam, Goa, Uttar Pradesh and other states there. He also then says, I advise Congress leaders to not issue statements on the issue of leadership. Any out-of-turn remarks made from here onwards will be treated as indiscipline. So, that's the party which is coming down hard because you've had a lot of statements being made by the local MLAs, especially where Karnataka is concerned. Randeep Singh Surjewala has also tweeted out just a short while ago saying Congress party once again committed to the welfare of Kannadigas and will implement the guarantees. It's our duty and we will give the state a new government within 48 to 72 hours. We will rebuild Karnataka and transform the dreams of over 6 crore Kannadigas. So basically, net, what Randeep Singh Surjewala is saying is another 48 to 72 hours. That is when Karnataka will have their next chief minister. Mind you, this is also after his meeting with DK Shivakumar. Both of them have left Randeep Singh Surjewala's residence. Are they on their way to Mr. Kharge's residence? A lot going on. I want to quickly pull in Rajdeep Sardesai, who's been breaking news since the morning, our consulting editor. Rajdeep, if pre-poll was a campaign fought on steroids, post-poll dynamics practically befit what happened earlier.
The Congress at the moment is clearly finding itself in a bind, the Congress leadership, because you've got in DK Shivakumar, an old-style regional satrap who is almost demanding the chief ministership of Karnataka, and you've got someone who is a mass leader in Siddaramaiah.
All right, DK Shivakumar speaking to the press.
So there you are. We don't around. We don't want to push him around, but DK Shivakumar maintaining a DK Shivakumar maintaining a silence. Himanshu,
please.
Well, DK Shivakumar, unlike him, he's in the lift of he's gone back home. That DK Suresh's residence. Not taking any questions, practically adhering to what is now the latest Congress whip, that any leader issuing any statement to the press concerning the leadership of Karnataka will be termed as indiscipline. Any statement made. Yes, Rajdeep, do continue.
Well, so you've got the Congress stuck between the competing and conflicting claims of these two leaders, and it's not easy. I said this yesterday on your show. It's not an easy choice to make because these are two very strong leaders for different reasons. One with a social coalition, which is pretty formidable. The other with the organizational strength and resources. And therefore, when they come head to head, as they appear to have on this issue of chief ministership, the Congress leadership has been blindsided. I'll tell you what one Congress leader told me. He said, right through the campaign, we managed to have them on the same page. They were working together and there was no problem. So they anticipated almost that whatever decision was to be taken by the High Command would be accepted by whoever was losing out, judged on what was going on during the campaign. But clearly, a chief minister's post changes all the dynamics, the kissa kursi ka, the power struggles involved. So I think they've underestimated the fact that DK Shivakumar would not relent. From what we gather, there was the majority of MLAs in that ballot on Sunday had plumb for Mr. Siddaramaiah. We know for a fact that there are people within the Congress leadership in Delhi who've also backed his claims. But DK Shivakumar has shown a resilience and an unwillingness to concede, which I think has taken the Congress leadership a bit by surprise. He's a loyalist, but he's saying you cannot take my loyalty for granted. I've put a lot of resources into this election campaign. I can't be simply ignored. And he's unwilling to even accept this 2-year, 3-year formula that's doing the rounds, because there is no state leader has the confidence that the Congress will act upon it, given what's happened in Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh.
Rajdeep, how do you see things play out? Is DK Shivakumar a man if he doesn't get what he needs, especially in the next 2 days, if the High Command does take a decision? Will the MLAs fall in line with the High Command decision? But these are two very, very strong regional satraps. One of them has been the president in Karnataka, practically responsible for the ticket distribution. A lot of these MLAs will owe allegiance maybe to a DK Shivakumar than the High Command with what we saw take place in Rajasthan.
Look, I think whoever wins this battle, and the longer it continues, who knows, a third phase may also emerge. Often, the more prolonged it becomes, and if two big leaders cancel themselves out, you can never rule out the option of a third leader. But that third leader will be relatively weakened, and that will be a problem for the Congress. This is a resounding mandate Karnataka has given, but it's a mandate not for these kind of power struggles. And the worry will be 6 months, 12 months down the line in a state known for its floating MLA population, who is to say that whoever loses out doesn't try and break the party? So that fear will always be there in a state like Karnataka, which has a history of political defection. So I think the Congress needs to tread warily. I can see, therefore, why they're taking time, but they should have anticipated possibly some of this earlier and perhaps been able to damage control more effectively. But, when your high command is challenged, unlike in the past, it is seen to be under pressure. This is a high command now under pressure, unlike in the past where it could have, what happens with the BJP high command? If it ever comes under pressure, it has the political and moral authority at the moment to just impose its will. Bhupendra Patel in Gujarat, MLAs didn't even know that Mr. Vijay Rupani was to be replaced overnight. But because Mr. Modi has that political and moral authority, he was able to do it. You can't do it in Karnataka. That's why I think the Congress High Command is wary of taking a decision in any kind of haste.
Shibimol joining us from Varuna. Preemptive now, Shibimol, the celebrations that erupted in Varuna. From where comes Siddaramaiah?
Well, absolutely, Preeti. In fact, around 11 a.m., we saw visuals of celebrations coming from Varuna with his villagers dancing, having fun, celebrating Siddaramaiah's second term as chief minister. But then the celebrations were put on hold by the time we reached his residence here in Varuna. In fact, I'm right outside his residence. You can see his brother actually there. We spoke to him some time ago, and he said that, he wants to see. They were hoping to actually fly to Bangalore tomorrow, even travel to Bangalore tomorrow because they knew that Siddaramaiah is becoming the chief minister, so they were all prepared to travel to Bangalore to attend that swearing in ceremony. But then things turned different and the suspense continued. It's become a very thriller. It's nothing less than a thriller film right now is what I feel. When I spoke to him earlier, he told me Siddaramaiah has done a lot of work, and even, of course, DK Shivakumar has also done a lot of work, but Siddaramaiah is senior. He needs one more chance. He should be given one more chance. And DK Shivakumar has a lot of time, is what he said. I'll once again ask him, sir, DK Shivakumar ku CM agirte aase irkude adukku
DK Shivakumar ಕೇಳ್ತಾವನ ಇವರು ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿ ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕೊಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಡೋದು ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ